On your journey west across Espa, you ran into a pair of acquaintances, Beauty and Allie, a friend and rival respectively. However, the two of them apparently had been adventuring together for a bit prior now, up to and including tracking and slaying a giant spectral sparrow that had been continually harassing the tiny village of Sparrow Glen. Of course, stopping in this town then became a priority, not only to receive Beauty and Allie's reward, but also to visit the local herb witch, whose catalog you had found way back in the potentate's lair, like months ago. You then popped into the local tavern, the Hill's Heart, and Beauty struck up a playful duet with a local performer, a beautiful older woman. She would introduce herself as Melodia, who you now recognized as Morgane's mom. A few more duets were had, and then Ember closed out the night with a riveting retelling of the defeat of Vega. The next morning, you all went to browse Aurora the Goblin Herb Witch's collection of potions, which turned out mainly to be poisons, though she did have her own special salve for sale, advertised to cure a vast number of ailments. Her persuasiveness was enough to convince Doric to purchase 1 dose of the salve in addition to 2 doses of a sleeping poison. Emrys and Lawrence both sold some of their goods to her, including the dragon hide from Gerlinda and the ampule of hydrazine that Lawrence found in the mine shafts way back near Snowtooth. You finished up the errands, the party packed up, and began to leave the village with Melodia in tow. She decided to travel along with the party as they made their way to Sheerock, as she is slated to perform for the impending Winter Tri-Day Festival. Along the way, you passed several locations familiar to your first true adventure together: the homestead where you freed a couple of hostages from, the mysterious lone doorway, and finally the plantation you uncovered the first threads of the potentate's plot in. Night arrived quickly, and the party decided to stay the night in the plantation. The bare trees creak and collide in the winter wind, and the noise is almost enough to cover up a sharp whistle that quickly gets louder before a loud impact shakes the ground of the plantation. From within the magical cabin, the world is yours.
Were we all, like, sleeping before this?
I will say you are probably just bedding down for the night, but awake enough to hear this.
Uh-oh. Did it, like, shake the cart at all, or was it just a sound?
It shook the cart a little bit. It sounded like an explosion went off, I don't know, a couple 100 yards away.
Did we, like, say hello to the people in the plantation, like Vaughn? Or is it still just the middle of the night?
Was that the plan?
That's what I was thinking, but...
Okay.
I feel like if we were gonna stay outside of Vaughn's place, we'd at least pop in and, like, let him know.
Okay, well then how about this? As you are, getting ready to leave the cart and go say hi to Vaughn, you hear a loud whistle and then a bang that shakes the ground.
Works for me.
Can I, like, look around and see if I can spot anywhere where that, I assume, explosion or impact might have happened?
Same here.
You can peek your head out of the cabin, and let me pull up. Oh, beans! I didn't get the map ready.
Beans!
Let me see if I have it. Just gossip amongst yourselves as to what you think that could have been. As I export the map.
I'm going to assume it was a meteor that's come down to kill the dinosaurs.
Interesting theory.
There's a festival. There's a festival going on around, so perhaps there's festival fireworks, if that's a thing in this world yet.
That
Someone say
probably
my name.
makes sense.
Another dragon just fell down from the sky and is gonna fight us now.
Another one.
Alrighty. Here
Yeah.
we
I
go.
didn't know we were playing Skyrim.
Nice little winter nighttime rendition of the old Woodfont plantation. So,
Yes, memories.
So you probably parked out in front of the main cabin on that little road. And as you peek your head out, Lawrence, coming from way up... Oh, I just tried to right-click. You can't actually see where I'm pointing because this is an owlbear. Way up in the top right of the map, past the greenhouses, past the field, out by the trees where you remember you fought the griffins, there's a little bit of like a glow, and more importantly, there's a bit of a hum, like a loud, kind of like a cross between a transformer whine and a tuning fork coming from that area of the woods, but you can't see what's causing it.
That's less than good.
Should we be concerned about that?
I think we should be a little bit concerned about everything.
I'm
Alright.
concerned.
Should we pop in and say hi to Vaughn just so he knows that, he's not being attacked again before going to look at that?
Do people get attacked often out here?
I mean,
Well, last time we were here, Vaughn thought I was gonna kill him, so I'd like someone else to be welcoming party.
let's pop
I
in
recall
first.
I don't like that guy, so I'm not gonna do it. I don't know why. I just
as you're-
recall I don't.
You don't like a lot of people, Ember.
It was a difference in attitude.
Who said that?
Like, this is God.
Wait,
Who's heckling me?
is the cabbage patch near here?
No, that was the lettuce bed. That was at the homestead, the Vade Curio homestead. You passed it like a couple hours ago.
Could have taken a picture.
With what camera?
My
Selfie?
eyes.
Oh, yeah. That's what I forget. Wizards get the ability to just take pictures with their eyeballs.
Yeah.
All right, Lawrence. As you're peeking out into the woods, you see a soft glow begin to emanate from the windows of the cabin, from the farmhouse. Like perhaps someone has ignited some torches or candles.
Wait, so I see. So that's from the direction of the farmhouse?
Yep.
Okay. Where are we right now then?
You're parked in front of the farmhouse.
Oh, okay. Right, so then I suppose we're knocking on the door.
Hey,
If you so choose.
let's go and make sure that they know we didn't do that.
Aye.
Dork will hop out and make his way over to the cabin and knock on the door.
So, excuse me. That's very loud. You knock on the door, thumping echoes in the near silent winter night, and you hear this soft, or the, kind of slow plodding sounds of someone walking, clunking over to open the door. With a few clicks of the lock opening, the familiar face of Vaughn, in his very tan human form, greets you with a very sleepy look, holding a crossbow propped up on his bum leg.
This is why I didn't go.
Hello again. It's us.
It's you.
Sorry for the scare.
Holy
That was
shit.
not us, by the way.
I was just about to look into it myself. Why are y'all here?
We're coming back for the festival.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I should be getting into town soon.
Hey, our horse is quite tired, and we were wondering if we could perhaps park our cabin here for the night.
You what?
Carriage. I mean carriage.
Alright. Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean,
On top of that, I'm guessing you heard that big explosion. That wasn't us, just to be clear.
yeah, your friend just said that.
We wanted to make sure that you heard us.
Why would I think it'd be y'all?
People blame us for stuff.
Yeah, people are quite suspecting around these parts. Well, all parts, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Emma's a wave from the yard. Like, he didn't go up the stairs.
Oh,
Yeah, I think Imba is standing next to Imrus, just staring from a bit further away.
is gonna do a kind of like cautious wave to you, little curious glance, and then resumes talking back to Doric and Lawrence. So y'all gonna go investigate that, or
I
need to come along?
No, you can stay.
Also, you don't want me to come along.
I mean,
You can come if you want.
it could be
Good.
dangerous.
Well, do you remember
might
what
just
happened a
be
couple months back?
collateral.
I'm pretty
Emerson?
sure.
He might just be collateral.
What?
As in, we're fine. We don't need him.
Well, not to mention,
Are you
are you
listening to me?
are you still limping on your leg? Like, is
Yeah,
that
of
still
course.
okay?
But I can take care of myself.
I assume. But let's just say it. We've dealt with quite a lot, so
Yeah, I'm gonna stop you there. This is my plantation, so I'm coming with you.
Very well.
All right. Hoist his crossbow, check it's loaded. He's gonna kind of shimmy on past Doric and Lawrence and lead the way over to where the explosion happened. Who follows along?
I follow,
will-
but I
Uh,
do spare a glance at Emrys, being like, "Okay."
Emrys is
Oh,
a
yeah.
little racist.
What?
Doric will Melodia is traveling with her in her own carriage, right?
I don't even know what. Do you call me racist to a
Aren't you-
human?
aren't you-
Please. Please.
Aren't you like
Wait,
scared
what?
of him? Yeah. Wait. Hold on. What is the thing between out of character? What's the thing between Emrys and Vaughn? I don't remember.
Because when you first ran this with other people, the kobold killed people. And so
Oh,
when
that's
I
right.
showed up looking just like it, he tried to shoot an arrow in my ass.
To be fair, you look
So I don't-
exactly the same.
He's the racist one, Spencer.
Fair enough. Yes, you're right.
I'm just
My
saying.
mistake.
I don't fuck with Vaughn.
All right.
Doric will actually
Melody, yes, pulled
go
up
and
behind you guys and is probably coming out to ask, what was the explosion, dears?
no idea. We're going to go investigate with the person who runs the place. We know him a little bit, but you're free to park your carriage here and sleep for the night if you like.
Do be careful. I hope it's not bandits or anything. They don't typically come out this near Sheerock, but just be careful.
Hey, who knows what it could be? With our streak of luck. Take care. And Doric will-
And Beauty Alley kind of comes up behind you and says, "Hey, can I come with? I'm not missing out on the
figured you
excitement."
I didn't think I could tell you no.
Huh.
Come on with.
You all right?
I can, though. No?
Fuck
no.
you.
Okay. I just want my objection to be heard.
Yes, I know. You always want yourself to be heard. Anyway, let's go.
Can you blame me?
Wasn't there a Nothic the last time we were here?
There was a dead Nothic. There were a couple
Morgan,
dead
stop
Nothics.
biting my headphone cord. Morgan killed that one. He blew his head up by calling it stinky.
Oh,
Hell do
So
you
good.
remember that? But yeah, there was a dead nothing. But no, this was the place where you guys fought the griffins that were feeding on the corpse of the other kobold.
Oh yeah, where they picked up Ember and dropped him. Was
Doric,
that
I
Ember?
think. It was Doric.
That was Doric.
It was Doric.
Yes. All right. So you make the 30-second walk or so across the plantation, maybe like a minute or so.
We're marching.
You're marching. I'm assuming you're battle ready at the moment. So, yeah, when you come across the source of this sound/glow, it kind of looks like. Well, first off, it's like there's something sticking out of the ground. So this does appear to be some sort of impact. And judging by the crater it's in, this was a very heavy and fast impact. So sticking out of the ground, this thing looks like a broken shard of ceramic, kind of tinged with like a ruddy brown color. Mostly white though. It has like specks of brown on it. It's faintly humming. Not so faintly. It's kind of like a buzzing noise, like I described previously. It's about 10 to 20 feet tall. It has a faint whitish glow to it.
10 to 20 feet tall, you said?
Yep.
Damn.
How similar in size is it to a seed?
Much bigger. And not
Okay.
circular. This looks like it was more part of like make an investigation check.
Okay, because I have an idea.
Can I as
add a
well?
D4 to that for guidance.
Okay.
Yeah, make whoever wants to try and suss out any sort of things related to its design and size. Make an investigation.
That is a dirty 20.
All right.
1 second, I'm trying to find Emers's D20.
You said investigation?
Yep.
Okay.
That's a 25 for me.
Okay. And Doric, oh, you said dirty 20. Well, I'll be damned. I ain't ever seen anything like that. And Lawrence, what was yours?
A 14.
Okay. Doric and Emerus, you kind of make a connection. You can kind of visualize what the bigger structure this might have been part of, attached to, who really knows, but you can kind of envision it as part of like a broken chunk off of a cylinder. A cylinder that might be like many miles across.
Miles. So it would have to be colossal.
Pretty much. Just based off of the curvature. Like, one side of this object is very smooth, and it has a slight curve to it just from your high investigation check, and you can guess that based off of that radius, miles is looking like the radius of this. And the other side is completely jagged and shattered, kind of like a broken piece of obsidian, kind of.
So
my notebook is out and being written in.
Okay, so call me crazy, and some have,
Crazy.
but this thing must have come from something completely massive, miles across, and it's a fragment of something, and obviously glowy and perhaps magical.
Probably.
My guess is this might be a part of the moon?
The moon.
Oh?
Or maybe it's a part of an ancient civilization that used to live on the moon, and now they've gone extinct because you blew it up.
Or then she claps her hand and looks over at
What?
Vaughn.
Nah,
We
y'all
didn't blow it up.
blew up the moon?
I have
No,
got to. I
We
have
did
got
not.
to
We,
touch
we
this
actually
thing.
made it blow up less.
You
no,
That's
we
not a
killed the
thing.
person who did it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happened, what, a week ago? A few days ago? I can't remember, honestly.
it happened about 2 weeks ago. I'm surprised you don't remember it. That was like a
We had
big
more
event,
important
kind
things
of.
going on.
Passage
were
of
there.
time in
Very
this
long
campaign is
weeks,
so hard to
okay?
keep track of.
All right, all right. That's cool.
Is there?
Emerus is inching closer to this thing. Is it hot?
How close are you getting?
Like all up in there. Like I'm gonna stop if it's hot, but
As you
All
get
up in there.
all up in the business,
I'm gonna touch it.
as you get closer and closer, it does start radiating at first a pleasant heat in the night, in the cool winter air, in the cold winter air, and then as you get within maybe like a foot away from it, it is getting very, very hot. And it's also vibrating in a way that makes your skin tingle in a very uncomfortable
Vibrating?
way. It is.
Ooh.
That you can guess that is probably the source of the noise. But yeah, Amaris, you notice the air around it is shaking with an intensity that makes your scales jiggle.
Oh no. Jiggling. Is it safe to approach?
It's warm and vibrating.
You touch it.
Maybe I should touch it with Mage Hand. I'm gonna use
Huh.
Mage Hand.
You're gonna use Mage Hand on it. All right. Are you
Yeah.
making the Mage Hand invisible or visible?
Visible. Because I want everyone to be able to see it.
So you reach out with the Mage Hand, and the instant it makes contact with this, kind of like a flash of light blasts out from the point it hit it and completely vaporizes your Mage Hand.
Ooh.
Good thing I can make more of those.
Beauty's gonna throw a rock at it.
No! Stop!
All right.
I'm
As
right
you-
next to it!
As you throw a rock at it, the rock harmlessly bounces off.
Oh.
She's gonna look extremely disappointed. There's no revelation made.
I'm gonna
She is
I'm
just
gonna-
bummed.
I'm gonna quickly look around the ground for bugs.
Okay. It's winter. There are very, very few bugs out. Make an animal handling check.
Don't you guys
I'll
have
find
a bug?
rock. Yeah, but I can't sacrifice him.
He's already dead.
That's a 10.
No bugs. Sorry, bestie.
Could I try to roll survival to think where we could find bugs at this time of year?
Yeah.
Thank you, Lawrence.
Make a survival check.
And I'm going to add my own guidance to that.
If you could find me a mole cricket, that would be amazing.
I will do whatever I can in my power to find you a damn mole cricket. All right, that's a 22.
22. The greenhouses might be a good place to look.
While they're searching for bugs,
We
Dork
should
is
check the
actually
greenhouse,
going
Emrys.
to take
Let's
out.
go.
He's gonna put away his gun, and he's actually going to take out his crossbow, and he's going to. Actually, he's going to test something. Can one of you fire off a bit of magic at it real quick? I just need to test something. Simple firebolt or anything.
I'm assuming Emerson and Lawrence are already dashed off to the greenhouses.
Oh yeah, sorry, Bessie.
I suppose I could.
I'm literally made out of fire. I'm just saying.
Would you?
Do you
can,
want to do it, Flaming Man?
You can do it.
There's only one kind of flaming I am, so be careful.
Yeah, that's what I was
Is there-
referring to.
We know,
Pretty sure she just hate
Amber.
crimed me. Can we throw her out the group now?
Let's be
I'm
nice.
a fucking lesbian too.
I'm not a lesbian. I'm the opposite.
How many of these bitches are gay?
All the ones that need it.
I cast produce.
AKA
I cast,
everybody.
Produce
I
flame.
cast produce flame on the
All
thing.
right, you send a little
Thanks for-
mote of fire energy into this this monolith. And pretty much the exact same thing happens with Emrys's mage hand. The point it contacts erupts in a kind of like a spray of light energy and completely vaporizes the fire.
All
This is
right.
out of character, but my personal theory is that it's blocking anything magical.
Yeah, and
That's
Dork
why
is
we ran to get bugs.
Dork is going to fire off a bolt into it.
Normal bolt?
See what happens. Yeah, normal crossbow bolt.
All right. The bolt impacts with a slight crack, and tiny, tiny flecks of this thing break off. And as they break off, they don't fall to the ground, they float up.
Ooh.
These are
Ooh.
tiny little pieces of dust. They're not big chunks. But they start floating up, and they disappear into the sky.
Ooh. Oh, I need a sample of this. This
All right.
I wonder
thing.
if they're returning from whence they came.
This thing looks like it's destroying magic.
Emrys and Lawrence, with Vaughn's help, you get into one of the greenhouses. Can you guys give me a animal handling check with advantage?
Yes, because I need that mole cricket. 15.
What environment do
Higher
mole
than
crickets
me.
live in?
The ground.
I got a
North America.
The
Sorry.
ground.
I
Well,
didn't think that they're.
you're in luck. There is ground here, and it's based off of North America. So you find one mole cricket
Let's
alive,
go!
and you
Let's
trap
go.
it
I
in
pick
an
it up with mage hand.
You pick it up with mage hand.
They
Yeah.
bite.
Oh, do they? Okay, they bite. Fun to know.
I'll find you a picture. They're really scary. I only
Um,
picked them because they're so chunky. You could like definitely throw it at something.
I'm looking them up. Oh my goodness, they look like larvae. Wow. Or earwigs.
They
Oh
bite.
They
god.
look pretty big. Why is
I
he
used
have
to pick them up
muscles?
as a kid.
Ooh.
He's got biceps. What in the world?
Silly
used to-
looking boy.
I used to pick them up as a kid, and then they started biting me.
Yeah, that
Of
tracks.
course, these exist in Florida.
All right. So you have a mole cricket. What are you doing with this bugger?
Yeah.
I like to imagine we're kind of hot potato styling him all the way back,
Uh-huh.
Oh, absolutely.
because none of us want to get bit. And
Well,
then when I get close enough, I'm just gonna and like toss it at the thing underhanded throw.
Uh-huh. Okay.
A lob.
I never thought I'd say this, but I'm rolling a con save for a cricket.
A mole cricket.
So you
All
get
right.
incinerated on contact.
All right. You toss the cricket at the thing. It jumps immediately out off of the thing. No damage done, it looks like.
Interesting.
Huh.
You said it was
You know
getting
what that
hot when
means?
you
Whoever
got
has the
close,
best
right?
con save, whoever has the best con save gets to touch it.
Could I touch it?
Yeah, go for it.
I was
I'm
also
gonna-
the party god.
I'm just gonna give him a guidance for whatever happens next.
Okay. Just so you know, guidance only affects skill checks, not saving throws. So
That's fine.
yeah. All right. Emrys, you have guidance, but make a
Oh
constitution
wait,
saving.
can I do a bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Emrys,
gathering my dinner together
I
right
have-
now
I
that I'm
have
not by my
inspiration.
computer.
how impulsive are you being when you reach out to touch this? Are you letting other people know that you're about to do this?
I mean, maybe Beauty wouldn't catch it, but this is Emrys, so he would toss it. He'd like stare at it for like a second
Beauty.
with his hands on his hips, and then he'd walk right over.
Yeah, Beauty.
She's
make an-
writing in her journal, so
Beauty, make an insight check.
I sure can.
Because the,
And
the
add the
party would be
guidance to
used
it.
to this.
I'm looking at an 11, so
Nope.
yeah, no, she's preoccupied with her journal.
All right,
Ooh,
Emrys.
but
It's
Dork.
okay.
Dork will use a reaction to do Flash of Genius
Oh,
to give you a +4 to your saving throw.
okay. So as you reach
Ooh.
out, Doric kind of starts muttering like a little bit of a warning as some ideas start flashing into his head about what this could be.
Shift your magic away from that thing
Emrys, make a Constitution save.
with +4.
Oh, let's go. It's a 19.
19. All right. You're very lucky. Not quite so lucky, but you're very lucky.
Oh? I'll say Emrys slaps it like a car hood. Like full
All right.
This
palm.
pillar sure can fit a lot of.
You take
Constitution save.
9 fire damage and 5 force damage as you touch it.
The butt.
However, for the instant you're holding your hand on this, your vision flares with blue energy, and suffusing the entire world around you are these wrapping and weaving tendrils of blue energy snaking through the air. And as you yoink your hand away from the pain, they all disappear once again.
Was it similar to the stuff in the air when I touched the seed?
It was similar in the fact that they were both blue spaghetti things.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
You didn't get a good look at how identical they were, but they looked pretty similar.
Blue spaghetti.
Blue spaghetti.
So what,
Can't say
so what
many
does the
times.
damage look like to them? They
What do
just
you
get
mean?
like comically electrocuted?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I
To
guess
the people around the party.
Oh, it looks like you just touched a stove. And there's a little bit, nothing like the magic, but there's a tiny little puff of kind of like a little shockwave that passes from your hand into the or from this shard thing into your hand, forcing your hand back. And as you pull back, your claw hand is now, all of the veins are glowing pale blue from under the skin. It kind of gets really strong at the point where you touched it, the palm or your fingertips, and then slowly fades up so it's no longer visible about 3/4 up your forearm.
Damn, he's really turning into a blue blood now. Thought he was over this.
Nobody touched this.
Are you always the one that just touches things?
Yes. Oh,
Hi.
this is amazing. I'm taking out my notebook.
It's
Like it hurt,
amazing
but
that
I
you
am
got hit.
unfazed.
Oh, it definitely hurt. Yeah. And as you start to kind of write with your hand, it starts getting more and more painful. It feels like your blood is kind of beginning to boil a little bit.
He's like shaking. He's like, oh,
It stings,
it's got a little
and
kick
then
to
it
it.
burns, and then it's like just like a constant searing pain in your hand. Not too much that you can't do anything, but it's like it's a good 5 or 6 on the pain scale.
Okay, don't touch it, don't touch it.
We weren't going
What happened?
Okay, when I
I was
touched it,
considering.
everything went blue, and I swear I could see the weave. I'm guessing it's the weave. From what I've read about it, it makes sense. Like all the magic sort of swarming around. And it's similar to, God, fuck, this hurts, to what I saw at the seed. And so this is good for me. It's not good for anyone or my
Why
hand. But
in
it's
the
good to
fuck
me.
did you touch it?
What do you mean? Why did I touch it?
You just touch shit like this.
We
Are you
got
a
this.
scientist?
Why the fuck did you touch it?
Are you a scientist? You seem like you like to research things.
No, he's just an idiot.
I've been dabbling in wizardry recently in my spare time. Every once in a while.
Your spare time.
Yes. You
To be
know,
fair,
I'm learning.
sorry. To be
No,
fair,
you're
I
good.
was also thinking about touching it, but
Right?
We're both idiots.
It's the logical progression
Nope.
of things.
No, it's not.
Observation is the first step to any study, Ember.
You don't observe with your palms.
Yes, I do. Yes, I did.
No, you don't. That's not how observation works.
And the study is continuing because, dear God, my head fucking hurts.
Oh
I
my
want you
goodness.
to know I have zero sympathy.
And it's blue.
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on Emrys. See if that helps at all.
Sure. You kind of take an index finger and just run it down his forearm, suffusing magic into him. And Emrys, for a little bit, it certainly helps. For the next 5-10 minutes, the pain is reduced to just a dull kind of ache. But it's not permanent. And the pain does eventually come back.
Oh, fuck me.
So, while you fix his hand, who wants to help me gather a sample? Just a chunk of it. And he'll like pull a pair of tongs, like smithing tongs, from his bag.
Absolutely, I'm not supporting this.
Are people gonna get hurt if we help you?
I mean, I
No,
have.
not if we.
Back-
We'll try not to use magic.
I was about to say, because if you do want to use magic in my spare time, in my aspirations to become a wizard, which I will, and I have, and I am, I have learned the spell Unseen Servant.
Those are contradictions. You can't try to be a wizard, also be a wizard at the same
Yes,
time.
you can.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
you can.
Process?
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. I want to become something, but you already are something, so you can't become it because you are it.
It's about having a growth mindset, Ember.
He could
It's
become
about
a
being an idiot.
He's a Sigma male.
he could become a better wizard.
I'm gonna bitch slap you, Vaughn.
Hey, that's
Do
not my
bitch
name.
slap on.
Who said that?
Ali.
I assumed. I'm gonna bitch slap you, Ellie.
Hey, you already did.
I just assumed
Many
it was-
times before.
Sorry, I just really don't like Vaughn, and I was projecting.
Yeah, I
No
don't like
offense,
Vaughn
Vaughn.
either.
No offense.
All right.
Full offense.
What the? Okay. Well, anyway,
I'll be
does,
fully.
He tried to shoot me last time.
You look like somebody who
Oh,
shot me.
yeah.
That's not his accent. You look like somebody who shot me.
Oh, what does that
Ooh, that's
mean?
racist, Vaughn.
What does that mean? I would
Uh,
like you to explain.
Yeah, a black kobold
Oh,
with,
Ooh.
with
That was
Vaughn.
The way he said it.
my friend. I'm giving you a chance to rephrase what you just said to me.
I feel like I've made a mistake.
You have. Indeed,
Dork
you
will
have.
just like look at him from behind Emrys, just like cutting his neck with his hand. Like, no, no, no.
Let's
Look,
move on.
I apologize for shooting you. No hard feelings.
That's
I
not.
don't think you're the one that's
Usually-
allowed to say that.
Yes, that's usually not the order in which that
No,
those
no,
words are
no.
spoken.
I meant I don't have any hard feelings against you.
Edie will put her
Okay.
hand up to her mouth in an attempt not to show that she's smiling.
I will be the
I
bigger
feel like
person
my
here, I
dislike.
suppose.
I feel like my dislike of Vaughn has definitely been justified now. That's good.
But yes, Dork, if you need any help with your sample collecting, let me know, but I can only offer you magic.
Well, perhaps agility might work because the bits that when I shot it with my crossbow bolt, the little specks that came off, they floated upwards, not downwards. So perhaps
Beauty.
some agility might be needed.
Beauty's tail is gonna perk up, and she's gonna look up and be like, I'm fast now."
That would help a lot, and I also need someone to hit it really hard without using magic.
I can hit things hard.
That'll also work. Actually, he'll stuff his hand into his bag of holding, and he will actually pull out his old warhammer. Perhaps this might do good for breaking something.
Should work.
If you hit it right where I hit it with a crossbow bolt, it should work. And Beauty, if you're going to grab a chunk, if it flies off, Use these tongs. Don't want to touch whatever that is yourself.
Okay.
All right. So the plan is Lawrence is going to hit it, and Beauty is going to catch it as it floats up. Right?
It seems so.
Lawrence, give me a athletics check.
That's gonna be a nat 1.
Oh
Alright.
no.
All right. So for the first attack,
Oops.
Lawrence, you hit it as hard as you feel like you can, and no specks come off.
Give
Beauty
a
like
proper swing.
Beauty like jumps like she's anticipating it. She's like, was this a warm up one?
Yes, that's what it was. It was a warm up.
Okay, are we doing it for real? Cause I'm ready.
Yeah, yep. I'm gonna give it a second shot. Let's see what happens.
Athletics.
All right, that's a 16.
I
All right.
will actually use another flash of genius to give you a +4. Like
You can do that on skill
would
checks?
make it. That would make it a dirty 20.
ability
then.
checks. I can use it on ability checks or saving throws.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you hit it, crash the hammer into the edge of it, and the edge breaks off. This sharp edge breaks off, and you get maybe about like a small fist, like Emers's fist-sized amount of material, all in various smaller pieces. Beauty, can I have you make a acrobatics check for me, please?
And
You're
I
on the
will
same brain cell.
give my guidance to Beauty.
Oh, thank you. What does that do again? Is it 1d plus 1d4?
Yes.
Gotcha.
We should get some wet floor signs put around this thing.
We should.
I mean, it's quite
15.
ominous to look at.
To you?
15.
15. All right. You leap up in the path of where these little specks of dust are floating up into the sky and manage to nab about a third of them before they scoot around the edges of your tongs. It's like trying to grab sand with tongs. It's not easy, but you do get about maybe like a tablespoon of material. And transfer it into a jar, I would assume, or something. Some sort of glass.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do have vials, I believe.
All right. Now you have a vial.
This definitely feels like the type of substance you put in a vial.
Yep.
So now you have a vial of material that is floating upwards. The vial feels lighter than an empty vial. And there's a very soft, if you hold the vial up to your ear, there's a very soft ringing that's emanating from it. And if you look at the particles for long enough, you see them occasionally bounce off the edges of the glass as they kind of shake and shimmy about.
All right. And Dork is going to just excitedly observe this material. And instead of putting it in his bag of holding, he's actually going to put it just in his backpack because he doesn't want to know what happens if he puts it right in his bag of holding at the moment.
Possibly smart thinking.
Oh, I thought it was to lighten your load, but also,
All right. Any other plans with the giant humming monolith?
Beauty's just gonna look around and be like, that would you should put those into shoes.
Why is
Don't
that?
you make things?
That's kind of masochistic. Why would you want your feet to hurt?
What, so
Well,
they can be lighter?
Yeah. If they're
Are
gonna
you
float
asking to
up
make
to
moon shoes?
if they're gonna float towards the sky, And if you just put bottles on your feet or something like that. I don't know. I don't make things, but
Well, I wonder, just looking at the way that it's pushing up the vial, is it still like the vial is still about the same weight, just a little bit lighter, right?
Right. Yep.
That's what it
So if we
seems.
I'm wondering if we put that in shoes, it sounds like a fantastic plan, but I'm worried that it'll like not really do anything with the small amount that we have.
So it's not a fantastic plan, is what you're saying.
It's yes.
Yeah.
who was saying? I just meant hypothetically, if we were able to use the whole chunk of this, you could fold the metal or whatever.
Ooh.
Yes, not
The
just
fuck
what we
bits?
have, but with the material that it is, not just what we have. I'm just
Realize.
throwing things around.
No, you have a point. What if we could take a big chunk like this, and if it doesn't like staying on the ground, what if you could attach perhaps something like the carriage to it?
I say,
Make
what
a
if you put it on the horse's
flying-
back?
You can make like a flying carriage.
Well, perhaps just make flying horseshoes for the horse. I mean, it's a bit dumb. The carriage flying and the horse not. We're just dragging a non-flying horse with us?
Could you
I mean,
imagine?
That's mean.
Could you imagine the smell of melting horse toes?
Oh,
It wouldn't smell like anything.
What it?
Horse hooves are made of keratin.
Yeah, but
It's
I
toenail.
burning toenails?
Yeah, it probably wouldn't smell. It's
I don't know. I don't know. Lily is the one with the toenail experience.
And I did want to bring
Oh.
this up,
God.
and now this is the best time to bring it up. The toenail incident was organically brought up to me at work the other day by one of my coworkers.
you're never
Ow.
gonna stop living that toenail
Because
experience.
the peppermint mochas at Starbucks have like these chocolate curls, and my friend at work calls them chocolate toenails. And so he also is my friend that I
No.
tell my D&D ideas to. And so I told him about when that happened to all of you poor people. And yeah, so he was just like, although you would know where the toenails are, right? Like you just keep that shit on you. And I'm like, you know what? Actually, fuck off.
All right. Is there any other plans? Is anyone doing
Negative.
anything with this singing effigy?
So is the blue in my veins specifically, or is it just like kind of hanging
It's-
out?
It's not. It is in your veins, yes, but it's also kind of
Yes.
spider webbing out around away from your hand. Just like like right below the surface of your skin. So I guess blood vessels might be a better,
Mhm.
not just veins, but also like capillaries and arteries if it were near the surface.
I guess I'm just inspecting it.
Yeah. Sure. Make a medicine check.
I would love to. Congrats, you've got early onset arthritis.
Oh no.
It's a 17.
How invasive is Emmerich willing to go in his investigation?
I'm gonna be real, I did consider bloodletting,
Yeah.
but I figured that would be a little heavy.
Okay. So he doesn't do that.
He pokes it. He's
Yeah,
like,
He probably like pokes
He-
it, squeezes it a
he'll
little bit.
squish, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless I get if this persists a couple days, I will go to bloodletting, but it's not my first move.
Okay. You don't learn much, but you do learn that your blood is still flowing. It feels like, and it doesn't
Feel
look like
pulse.
it doesn't look like it's spreading.
Hmm. Well,
But
now
it
I'm
still
just
hurts.
uneven.
Now you're uneven, yeah. And which hand did you use? Your dominant or your
With my
non-dominant?
right hand, yeah, my
Your
dominant.
dominant. Okay.
I don't think these things through. I mean, I do think them through. That's the issue.
You don't think them through well enough.
I don't
You
think
think
them
them
through in a
through,
way
but you
that
don't think about
matters.
the consequences.
Yeah, I don't think them through in a way that matters.
Yeah.
But,
So,
yeah, I just have this now, I guess.
So was
Yeah.
this falling out of the sky
I
probably
don't know.
what caused that big noise?
Oh, probably.
Well,
Would it
perhaps.
take? Would it take 2 weeks for it to fall if this is the moon or something?
I don't know. I mean, maybe.
I mean, there's gravity in orbit and stuff like that.
Yeah, the moon was blasted into a million pieces. I'm sure we'll probably get hundreds of these.
Ooh, what if we get a
No.
ring?
That's a new fear.
A ring.
As you
I
look
wonder what
up,
that would look like.
as you look
It
up,
would-
Emrys, you do see faintly spotty bits of orbital rings beginning to form.
Let's go.
That's such a win.
Just like kind of like lines of clumped up bright specks in the sky, very abnormally different from stars.
Yeah, of course
Well,
it's a
that's
win,
terrifying.
Connor. Having a space nerd help run any fictional setting is a win.
Wow.
It's great.
Do you know what I just realized? I could ask anybody where they were when the moon blew up, and then I would also know exactly where they were when I was disowned, which doesn't sound very funny, but it
Right.
is, in fact, very funny to me.
Now everyone has an alibi.
It is
Fun-
very funny.
Fun fact, that does kind of happen in real life. You can literally ask anyone where they were for 9/11 and they'll know.
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what this is about,
Yeah.
actually.
Wait, what time was 9/11?
About
It was in the
9/11.
morning, right?
Yeah.
It was several hours long.
the first plane was like 8:53 a.m. and then the next one was like in the middle of 9 a.m. I think. I did a whole research paper on this. I should know better.
It was
but
like an hour or two apart, yeah. Like
Yeah.
not even.
I was at the ripe old age of 1.
Yep.
I was not alive.
I was trapped underneath a bookcase that I climbed up and it fell on top of me.
Dude, that's awesome.
And
No, I could have very easily died.
That also kind of sounds like a metaphor for one of the towers falling. Anyway,
Oh my god.
Jesus.
No, I've thought about
I
that too. It's
love
very funny. Anyway,
illusions.
back to D&D. Are you guys
Well,
doing anything
anyway,
else?
It's a usual 9/11 break we always take doing D&D, as you do.
yeah. Tragedy.
So-
Absolute
so-
tragedy.
So, Beauty, where were you when the moon broke?
Yeah, where were you with the moon broke?
I
She
know
was
where
in
I
another
was.
she was in another plane. She didn't know about it until she came back.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that's so true.
our group,
Hey,
we
hey,
can't really
Mm.
do it, because when were you when the moon got destroyed? Oh, we were there.
yeah,
We saw it happen.
Vaughn, now that the past is in the past, where were you when the moon blew up?
It sounds accusatory.
Man, I
Where were you
think,
the night the moon
well,
blew up?
I was asleep
your
when the
alibi?
moon blew up. I didn't hear about it until I woke up, and I think I was in Sheerock doing a little bit of
Prove that.
trading. Well, you
know
think
where I was? No, you know where I was when the moon blew up?
No. Emrys, swear to God.
Not doing something very legal, perhaps. I know for
It's
that
funny in
for
my
sure.
head.
Cops.
It's funny in my
I think
head.
he's gonna arrest us.
I could care
No, he
less
wouldn't do
about
that.
what y'all were doing as long as you didn't blow up the moon. And even
You
if
know
you
what?
did, I probably couldn't do shit about it. If you have the power to blow up the moon, you could
Yeah, 'cause we
probably
would've blown
blow
up a
me
moon.
up as well.
Nope.
Yeah.
You know
Don't
what?
worry,
You know
we
what?
killed the person who blew up the moon.
Oh, that's good, I suppose. The fact that
He's a
You know-
there's
cultist.
someone who can do that is mildly terrifying.
It's kind
Don't
of
worry,
rude.
we're
A
we're
little
gonna
bit.
kill
Could have
them.
at least pretended to care about what
Oh,
happened.
so
the night of the moon.
they're not dead yet. You're trying to kill them.
Oh,
We
don't
killed
worry,
one.
we'll definitely kill them
Oh,
all.
there's
I
multiple.
feel like we're giving a lot of information to Vaughn, and I don't feel like Vaughn matters to us.
It's
Yeah, I
okay, it's
really
okay.
don't. I'm just a farmhand, construction lead.
If I want to talk
Look,
about one
Vaughn,
of the
we need
worst
to
nights
talk.
of my life, I would like to talk about it.
Emrys, I think we're just gonna make you stop making your own decisions after you just touched the magical object that had burned you. I think
Yeah.
you're done.
Are y'all
What
done
do you
with
mean I'm
this?
done?
Because I kind of want to get
I'm all
back to
good.
bed.
Perhaps
I'm
later
pretty
we
tired
can
as well.
perhaps later we can gather more, or perhaps even we could ask Kerak. She has a good experience with alchemical
Ooh.
shite with her
Yeah,
in her
that's a good
tavern.
plan.
Maybe she
Actually,
can.
wait.
Who's that,
I
you
wonder
ask?
what time is it.
It's around 10 p.m.
I'm gonna send a sending over to Karak.
Okay.
Bro, she is asleep.
And you are
He
also
is?
less than 8 hours away from her.
Yeah,
But you
People
can
in
send it.
medieval
just-
times,
you
people
can
in
send it-
medieval times went to bed when it got dark usually.
that's a good point. Maybe I won't send a sending.
Like we have electricity kinda in this world, but like
There is
I don't know, she's not a party person.
no sending? Yes sending? What are we doing?
No sending.
No sending. All right. Who's that you mentioned?
Sheerock?
Yeah. The name's familiar for some reason.
Yeah, she lives damn close.
No, I've never been up this area. It's just I've heard it before. I don't know why.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Well, I think she has her hands in a lot of industry.
hey, maybe.
Anyway,
To bed?
to bed.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
I guess I'm gonna try and sleep this off.
hey, y'all are welcome to sleep in the farmhouse if your carriage is tight. It looks kind of small.
Oh no, don't worry. It is quite
All right, y'all
quite
get
spacious.
It's sufficient.
We get
y'all.
cozy.
Ah,
Not
I
about the size
see.
of the wave.
One of those parties. I got it. All right, y'all have fun then.
I'm not even.
All right,
I don't.
everyone
no.
pile in.
No
Never mind.
judgment. No judgment.
No,
Just
stop talking. Dear
Oh,
God, please
alright.
stop talking.
I'm
Well.
offended that you think that my standards are that low. No
you
offense, guys.
know
What? What do you mean, oh?
Fuck you.
Well, I'm going to
Fuck
bed. Good
you.
night.
You're the worst kind of gay person ever.
How dare you?
Thunk
I
as the
dare.
door
I
closes and
truly
he
dare.
walks up the stairs.
Ow.
I'm marching to my
I'm so wait, hold
I'm
up. I
following
got that
close
right. You
behind,
called
still
Ember
yelling.
the worst kind of gay person ever, right?
Yes.
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Ember just continuing the discussion. He's just walking. He's following Ember's.
You guys are arguing again around the same point that you had your one of your first arguments.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you
It's
guys
not just
there
a
and
tiny
back
bit of
again.
different energy to it.
there and back again. You guys hop into the carriage, seal up the door, cuddle in for bed. The ominous transformer whine coming from the woods is a little unnerving, but you manage to sleep through it. And in the morning, when morning comes, actually is a very good time to have a little bit of a break.
Oh yeah, give me a Diet Coke.
Yeah, so I think we're on track to end the session at the normal time. So I will see you guys in about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Bye. No.
What happened?
I got a cupcake and I have a bowl of chicken pasta, and I was too
Ooh.
focused on setting my Diet Coke down that I just fully smushed the icing top of my cupcake into the side of the bowl.
Oh,
Like the most
no.
like it's fine, I'll just lick it off, but it was just the most uncoordinated. Like damn.
Dang.
Oh well, the cupcake
Oh.
lives.
Is it that the FNAF cupcake?
No, I ate them.
Oh, those look
I
good.
tore them up.
Yeah.
I'll find the pictures because it's really funny. This one's a red velvet cupcake because we recently had family over to celebrate like all the birthdays this month. Because it's just easier.
You guys have a lot of November birthdays?
Yeah, we've got 3.
Meow.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, who was it? Someone. I think a couple of you have the same birthday. Oh, I hear
I
hear
think
baby.
Connor's and I think Connor and I's are close, but not the same.
I need to
Connor,
find.
when's your birthday?
I don't know if he's
Oh
back
my
yet.
gosh, your baby.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's Lorids and a couple of other my friends
What?
are all
Oh.
three
Yeah.
people on the same birthday.
Wait, Lily, I have a question. I don't think you
What
responded
day is that,
in
Spence? I
the
want to see if you have my
server.
birthday right.
Tuesday, the 18th of July. I don't know why I said Tuesday. July 18th.
Tuesday? I don't know if I was born on... If you know I was born on a Tuesday, that's weird.
Well, it was Tuesday
That's
this year.
freaky.
I was looking at the calendar. Oh my goodness,
I
she's
didn't even know that.
she's so noisy. Lily,
What's
I don't
up,
know if
Mom?
she's. Oh,
I don't
okay.
think Lily's. Oh, Lily, I have a question.
What's up?
How old are you?
21.
I said that in such a weird way. My bad. Okay.
It's
I
okay.
was just curious.
Wait, how old? I didn't hear.
I'm 21. I'm gonna be 22 next month.
Wow, we're all very close in age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Which
like
is-
kind of remarkable.
yeah, completely
I-
random. Well, as random as Discord users get. It
I
was kind of
must
interesting.
confess and apologize to all of you
Oh.
because Dylan asked me how old you guys were. Oh, there's a baby. And I am terrible at guessing ages, and I was tired, and I said like probably in their 30s. It's so off. I'm so sorry. I think it's because I met the Spencers when I was 18, 17, and so in my brain, like 4 years was much larger than it actually
4
was.
years, 10 years. This is just
12 years.
yeah.
It all
Yeah, no,
blurs
as
together.
you age, they age like 1.2 times
Yeah.
the rate.
I
So
truly. So, my bad, y'all.
So fun fact, there was originally another person in this party who backed out last minute before the one shot happened.
Really? Who was it?
It was someone named Austin who was going to play a tiefling warlock, but
I
didn't.
almost remember that.
Yeah,
I kind
it
of vaguely
didn't-
remember.
It didn't work
Oh,
out.
I think I remember. Didn't Austin do some like the first Lotus Craft like building
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah, they were really big
Yeah, he
into the
made the-
Minecraft stuff. So
Yeah, he made the very first Royal Lotus Tavern in Lotus Craft.
yeah, but yeah, so I wonder how that would have changed the party. If it's probably better that they didn't, because 6 people is a bit too much for me.
That would have made scheduling actually impossible.
Oh yeah, 5 people.
yeah,
I think
probably.
4 to 5 people is the ideal amount.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm afraid of 4 to 6.
So everyone's back and ready to continue.
Ready to rumble.
I don't know if Lily is.
Yep.
All right.
Oh.
So
I'm just eating.
go back to some nice ambient music. All right. You wake up, Emrys. Your hand is still burning. It's
Amazing.
difficult to tell if it's gone down at all, but it is still. It's definitely still stinging. You're not sure if you're just getting used to the pain. It seems a little more bearable, but it's definitely intrusive.
Okay.
Lawrence, in the moments before you wake up, there's a very, very guttural kind of growl that turns into like yipping laughter that you hear, and then immediately fades out as you fully come to consciousness.
I assume the yipping laughing sounded hyena-like.
A little bit hyena-like, perhaps.
I see. I will continue my usual morning routine of meditation,
Mm-hmm.
trying my best to clear my mind.
And it's not easy this time. Something different about today is just your mind is clouded with not your own thoughts. It's kind of like a mishmash of words that you can't quite make out, mumbling, growling. Very worrying. And for anyone
It is worrying.
For anyone who's keeping track of the moons, tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night.
Right.
I
But
know.
yeah, once I'm done with my meditation, I will walk out into the common room.
I'd say Emrys is already there.
Orc is probably up making breakfast.
I'm gonna I'm gonna slip more alcohol into my tea, and I don't really want anyone to see it.
Slide a hand check.
Okay, thank you. Fuck. Okay, let's see if I can pick this up. I can't do stealth. That has to be sleight of hand.
Slide a hand. With disadvantage actually, because your hand is burning.
Okay, that's fine. I rolled higher the second time. That's a 12.
12.
I
What's
have
that?
passive insight of it. No, I have passive perception of 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Mine is
good.
11.
Perception of 13.
I'll say
also
mine's
beat it.
18. So
Beauty, what's your passive perception?
Beauty's in her room doing her makeup.
Oh, okay. Then most
got me.
people except for Doric catch a glimpse of Emrys sneaking a shot of alcohol into their morning tea.
I just slide my own cup over and goes, come on, hit me up.
our person in.
You all right, buddy?
Yeah.
It's a little bit unlike you.
I'm dabbling. Trying new things.
I'm gonna insight check that.
Go for it. And Emrys, make either a persuasion or deception roll, but don't tell the party which one you're making.
Okay. Oh, not 20.
Okay.
I'll take
Oh,
whichever
God.
one's lower. I'll take whichever one's lower.
What is it with modifiers?
Well, one of them is a 30, and one of them is a 26.
Oh my goodness.
I rolled a nat 20.
Holy shit.
Rogue's
Okay.
good, man.
So, yeah, Lawrence.
You know what? Actually, can I roll at disadvantage because he's caught off guard?
If you want to fail, you can. So just tell Lawrence what's
That's
visible
true.
on
Okay.
Emrys.
I got a 24, if that means anything.
Yeah, that's super close then. You can tell he's telling a half truth. Like he's not outright lying to you, but it's probably like more than just for funsies.
I'm gonna sit down and just be like, well, I guess onto another topic. Is the pain still there?
Uh-huh. Unfortunately.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, next time don't touch the random shit, perhaps.
Hey, someone was gonna do
Yeah.
it. Might as well have been me.
Somebody didn't have to do it.
Take the long swig of his drink.
Can I just take the alcohol from Emrys and just like fill it into my cup?
You were gonna wrestle for it. I'm sick of this shit. Not all the
I'm
alcohol
not
is
taking
yours.
it away. I want some.
Oh, I thought you were taking my mug.
No, I'm taking the alcohol and just like, put it in my
Okay.
own mug. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a boozy breakfast. It starts the day off well.
Yeah, I mean, Our lives the past 2 weeks have been anything but copacetic. I think I'm allowed a little treat.
Exactly. We should make mimosas next time.
We'll be able to take it somewhat easy now that we'll finally be back in Sheerock for a festival. Although, tonight's quite important, Lawrence. But don't worry, we'll have to, we got in town just in time. We'll have plenty of time to prepare for this.
Aye,
I wonder,
glad for
I
that.
wonder, I wonder if anything's different if you're on like substances.
Huh.
Like if we try to
DM, would I
use
know
something
that?
to knock you out, or we give you alcohol.
There,
I mean,
Hmm.
I did
There-
get poison.
yeah, you would know that there are some being under the influence of alcohol. It it depends on the person. Some people have a good response to it and just become really sedated. Other people, it makes it worse and they can become violently inebriated.
Well, depends on the person. However, it's not something you'd want to find out. Because of the results. Especially someone who's just recently come across lycanthropy.
That's fair.
But no worries. You have friends who are going to look after you, and someone who is very experienced with wrangling a lycanthrope.
Very nice. And you can tell he's still quite nervous.
Hey, no worries. It'll be a enlightening experience.
Yep, and I have spells that can charm you, put you to sleep, or restrain you in place. So we've got
Hey,
backup.
if
Mhm.
magic doesn't work, I'm gonna blow poison in your face.
Damn.
Don't worry, I'll just put you to sleep. But anyway,
I will provide witty commentary, I think. Everyone else is doing something.
hey, that should help. Perhaps Lawrence will hear you.
You could be moral
No,
support.
that's solely for me. I don't really care.
Oh.
Anyway, perhaps getting over to Sheerock as soon as we can will be nice. I have a few supplies that I want to shop for there, perhaps from the smith, and I do want to ask Karak for some magical components, perhaps. Would there perhaps be a shop in Sheerock that would have gold dust?
Possibly.
All right.
Gold dust? Yeah, that sounds like something maybe like a blacksmith could have like some spare supplies of.
All right. Regardless, visiting Karak would be nice. Perhaps. Oh, I just realized we might be passing through Sheerock to other locations, but perhaps Karak might have another job for us out
Oh.
during to the direction that we're going.
We could
That's
have
true.
find out.
We did go to Tano because of her, so
And I mean, if you're comfortable with it, Lawrence, we might be able to disclose your condition to her and she could help.
I'm fine with that. Anything she can have, anything she can offer, I'll take it.
all right. After
Oh.
breakfast, then we can head out.
Right. And before you head out, I will upload the updated Sheerock region map.
Ooh, let's go.
Well, where is it? There we go. Players chat. Full version.
Yay, it's so cool looking.
I decided to forego the realistic style in exchange for the parchment style that better matches the world map.
Oh yeah.
This is so nice. Oh, the glow pool caverns. I think I still have a glow pool mushroom.
You do. However, it is not being cooled in a bag of colding, so it's
Gone bad.
Might have gone a little bad, or might have sprouted babies. Who knows? You haven't checked on it.
I will.
Moldy bag.
I've got a colony of mycelium spread throughout my bag.
They're thriving.
Yeah. It's like a middle schooler's backpack in there. All right. You head out, leaving the Woodfont plantation behind, and passing into the familiar Felred swamp. You make good time. The cold air has made the swamp pretty stiff and not as mucky. Can I have everyone make a perception check midway through the day? Or anyone who's piloting the carriage on the outside, or is outside the carriage, just make a perception check.
How many people would be out there at a time?
It
Sheerock
can
would
be
definitely.
up to 3.
I'd say I'd sit out there for a little bit.
Okay. Perception check then.
Not great. 14.
14. Dork, what was yours?
Oops, wrong button. 16.
16. Okay. Both of you see, at first unfamiliar, but, as you gaze a bit more, familiar lizard folk prowling around in the swamp off of the north direction of the swamp, but they don't seem to take much care or notice of you as you traverse the well-maintained path through the swamp. Are you continuing on?
Yes.
About 6 hours later, you're reaching into midday, kind of, early afternoon. You pull around a bend in the hills, and the first few buildings of Sheerock begin to come into view. As you continue on down, you crest the top of the hill, and you see smoke rising from several chimneys before being whisked away into the wind. This valley has many slopes that several small children and even some adults are taking advantage of to sled down on the day-and-a-half-old packed snow. From this distance, difficult to spot, but the buildings that are nearby to you on the outskirts, it appears that some sort of mage has placed thousands of glowing motes of light around the town and the eaves of every building, so that they kind of flit and twinkle around, kind of like stars among the townsfolk, who are, from the noise of the town, you can hear that there is the festival of winter, the Tri-Day Festival of Renewal is in full swing. And perhaps most importantly, you crest the hill, you see Karak's Golden Wing Estate, with its beautiful statue garden in the front, little bit of hedge maze, and tall, aged wood mansion in the middle. Welcome back
Oh,
to
there's no
Sheerock.
place like second home.
It's quite strange being back.
I feel like I was a completely different person when I saw this last.
I think we all were.
It feels like years, even though it's just been months.
Feels like almost 2 years, perhaps.
Almost, yes.
Mm.
Why am I looking at the fourth wall all of a sudden? What's happening? Is that a left track?
I wonder if she'll recognize you, Ember.
Oh, because of the... Oh, yes. I have changed, haven't I?
Yes, I mean we all have, but
Yes.
mine's hidden.
Physically, I think half my face
It's
has been
much
caved in.
easier. I can assure you there is no difficulty in discerning who Ember Delight could be.
That's why she's my favorite. Full offense to you guys.
So you guys are going up to the front doors and knocking?
Yes.
Yes, and we're gonna tell like Melodia, who's following us, like that we're gonna stop by the Golden Wing of Sheerock to see how she's doing.
Okay, then I suppose I will get set up in the tavern to perform tonight. Should you
Very well.
could you come to join me and watch? That'd be great. And Beauty, maybe we could do a little duet tonight.
I could probably pick up a shift and work something out.
Hopefully we'll able to make it. Might have something to do later tonight.
Alright. And it should go without saying, but I'll be in the Golden Wing Tavern.
Right. Good luck. Have fun at the festival.
And thank you for traveling with me. I felt much safer.
Good.
Of course, ma'am.
Alright. Have fun. See you soon. And she'll trundle
Best of
on
luck
down.
on the performance.
Thank you. She'll trundle on down the path to the city, to the town. You go through the statue garden, Golden Wing Estate, and knock on the door. And hear footsteps behind it. And as the door kind of cracks open, you see the very familiar face of Karak, the Golden Wing, the Eric Cochran woman, with an eagle for a head and a golden metal wing for a prosthetic. Just kind of tilt her head, cock her head in surprise. And then who knocked on the door first?
Beauty will if no one like makes a move to like be ahead of her because she's pretty excited to see her.
Okay. And the Karak immediately envelops Beauty, the first in line, in a massive hug, and then just as quickly kind of breaks away and pats you down and taps you and just kind of says, oh, welcome back, Beauty, and it is the rest of you. Welcome.
Yes, look who I brought with me.
We're back.
I thought you would have written before you came back. Did you get my letter?
Oh,
What letter? Did we get a letter?
yes. Morgaine was with you.
I sent it to Tano. I thought you would have gotten it.
Let me check my bag. My mind has been elsewhere. Sorry.
We've had a long few weeks.
And she kind of suddenly finally takes in the fact that all of you have changed and are very different people and says, oh my goodness. Ember Delight, what happened to you? Look,
Please stand a bit to the left so I can actually see you. This eye doesn't really work anymore.
Everyone, okay. We're gonna need some tea. Come on in. We'll have much to discuss. She will beckon you inside to her massive estate. In the sitting room where you all first met, where Anubis and Doric first met the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dork will
back
sit
when we
in-
found out he couldn't do math.
Dork will sit on the same couch.
Gosh, it has been quite a while. It feels years have passed, but it's only been months.
Hey, it's quite strange. Good to be back here, though.
Well, you come back for the festival then.
Oh, I'm glad we made it back in time. Sadly, we are just passing through, but we are probably going to stay for the festival.
Passing through, where are you headed to then?
Well, in the end, we are trying to go to Krobin. Might stop by Snowtooth.
Snowtooth. Your first adventure.
Aye.
Brings back memories, doesn't it? Anyway, I am right. I will go fetch him. And she's gonna kind of hop up and little excited flap of her wing go into one of the rooms down the hallway, and you immediately begin. You hear the sound of fire starting, and liquids being poured. And minutes pass, and she comes back with a whole plate of various teas and drinks for the whole party, and says, "Ah, so tell me everything. How did your trek to Tano go? And were the goods delivered? I would assume so.
Oh.
I trust you so much."
Since Beauty has
Yes.
no input, she's just gonna start playing some background music and listen in.
Oh,
Lots happened. A lot.
Yes, the goods were the least important thing of the entire journey, unfortunately.
They were important until they got delivered safely.
Oh, I definitely
yes.
delivered them.
Excellent. And how?
Sadly. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
And hold on, no, go ahead.
Sadly, the right after we delivered the goods, the Pax Tavern was attacked.
Oh no! How badly attacked?
It was very bad. Quite a few people died. It was an attack from the Daybreak Society.
I know not this group, but the bartender, Hama, did he make it?
Dork will give a very sad look, and just say,
Oh,
I'm really sorry. No, he sadly didn't.
oh no. Oh,
Sorry to bring you this news.
He was
Anubis-
one of my best friends in Tano. Well,
But just know there are some good news that came from that. He was avenged. The person responsible for the attack now lies dead.
oh, well, that I suppose is a good thing.
And from the looks of it, right before we left Tano, the Pax Tavern was being rebuilt by Captain Arolaki de Savan Wakache herself.
Oh, good. I knew she was thinking of retiring from the barge captain trade. Didn't think carpentry would be in her wheelhouse, but I'm so glad it's being rebuilt.
Yeah, she was there with Anubis and I when the attack happened, so
Anubis,
we're able to
yes. Anubis, where's? Don't tell me the worst happened to Anubis.
He's probably alive, I would say.
he split from our group.
Dealing with quite personal inner conflict, you could say.
I hope it's healthy and he rejoins you. He seemed like a good man.
No, it's probably definitely not healthy, but
It's not healthy. Very well. You guys have a lot of baggage.
if you know any way to possibly exercise a demon,
It's a demon. I do not
I'm
actually.
not sure if it was a demon. It may have been something else.
Oh, you might have passed her on the way here. Grandma Steeple has a cure for demonic possession, I've heard. Have you talked with her?
Oh, does she now? We talked to her.
We were not filled with confidence.
Oh, that's so.
They think it's a scam.
They think it's. Oh, yes, she does have a very, very strange way of persuading people. But I assure you, it's no scam. She actually is the one who inspired me to take up brewing.
She did mention that, didn't she?
Oh, maybe.
No, wait, that might have been out of meta. Never mind. Sorry. Ignore me.
whether or not she's a scam artist, that's not the point.
Yeah, it looked like her special concoction was just a load of potions stuck together in a big pot.
Oh, it does look like that, doesn't it? But she has a special way of doing things. You'd look at any of my brews and ales before they're perfected and say, "Oh, that's just a bunch of plant matter in a pot and some various herbs." But no, there's a special touch.
I guess.
No, excuse you, dearie.
Sorry.
Strong drink.
You put stuff in the tea too?
Sorry, breakfast was heavy this morning.
For some of us, breakfast was liquid. What?
So, Ember, beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful man, your face has changed.
It has?
It has. Have you not noticed?
No, I rarely look in the mirror.
Oh, you should look in the mirror. It's quite a scene.
I know,
being-
it was a joke.
He's being
Thank you.
facetious, man.
Many things I am. Observant is not one. But
Something
tell me
about half
what
your
happened.
face being melted off. A sense of humor comes with it, I suppose.
It melted off.
Well, technically, how do we say this in the most succinct way?
He's
We
not
fought a
very
gang leader in
succinct.
Tana who turned out to be a dragon. That dragon killed me. I came back. I came back with half a face. Succinct.
It's very Phantom of the Opera now.
Hmm.
What's that?
Fantasy of the Phantom of the Fantasy Opera.
Ah, okay. Love that play. Yeah.
You
I love fantasy. Andrew Lloyd Webber, my favorite composer.
you have been busy. Wow, slaying dragons. Okay.
Amongst other
Had I
things.
known there was a dragon in Tano, I would have never sent you there. That would have killed you, but apparently, well, it did kill you. But you got
I don't
better.
think anyone knew she was a dragon.
Huh. So she's hiding
Hey,
as a normal person then?
She was, yes.
Sneaky.
Certainly has some implications.
Dragons can do that, especially if they have incentive, I suppose.
by the way, well, when we went to Tano, we ran into some interesting people that knew you, apparently.
Is that so? Who are these
Yeah.
people? I know
Well,
I
the
do know many
others-
people.
Well, the others, when I went off on my own for a while and met a few of them, but the others traveled with a man by the name of Morgaine, big half-orc man.
Morgan! Yes,
Well,
I
I-
know him.
I ran into let's see, a dragonborn with antlers named Nameless,
Yes.
and a little kinku named Panjeko.
Panjak. Oh, it so warms my heart that they're still around and doing well for themselves. And I did learn of the events of the little other black kobolds. This doesn't quite surprise me, and you did return the others, so I guess that's all of the former party accounted for.
I believe before we left, wanted us to, if we talk to you again, he wanted to apologize for leaving.
Oh, that's quite all right. I meet many adventurers. I send them on little tasks. Most of them don't really get back to me. It makes me a little lonely, but I understand. They get busy with things and grand adventures. But it's nice that y'all are back.
Hey. Another thing. Although,
There
Is there
are
anything
several
else?
other things that we need to bring up with you.
I
Aye.
have all the time. I don't have plans until
Sorry.
tonight.
Has it reached the natural point of the conversation where we can bring up the moon now?
Yeah, I suppose you have something to do with that?
little bit.
No, not at all. I was just curious what
What
you
makes
were
you think
doing when
that?
the moon blew up.
More so, it has something to do with us than we with it.
Well,
No, let's phrase it like this. We were there when it happened. That's it. That's our involvement here.
You
Well,
were-
we were
we were
affected
present.
by it.
you were where? Where?
No, I asked that
We
question
were
first.
trying to stop a cult from doing very bad things, and
Okay.
we weren't good enough at it.
We were fine at it. We just didn't do
We
it
were
as
fine.
fast
It's
as we
just
could have.
we weren't good enough to stop them the entire ritual.
I think
Where-
the moon was more retaliation. But
Where
yeah.
was this?
In Tano.
In Tano
Hey,
again.
there was also a cult in Tano.
Oh,
This
Tano's really gone downhill then since I left.
I
It seems
heard there
like
was
that's
a-
also related to the Daybreak Society.
What,
I
me
heard there was a
leaving?
vigilante running. I heard there was a vigilante running around last time.
Oh, I hope they catch him.
Was that
I
not
would
you,
argue
Dork?
Tano has always been shit. I don't feel like we can just say it's only been shit now. It's been
Yeah,
bad
wait,
for a
Dork,
while.
why are you talking in the third person?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Wait, did you think we didn't put that together?
Yeah.
I literally
Wait, was that a
showed up.
secret?
I showed up at your house wearing my mask. No, I'm being facetious.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry.
Oh.
Whenever I think of that day, many other things were way more important.
I know you bring it up a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of was important to me.
And Beauty, you went on all these adventures with them.
No, I wish I could have, but
I didn't.
I was.
think-
She flips her hair. She goes, "I was too busy in a different dimension."
Oh, really?
Yes, yes. I went to Sparrow Glen and
Uh-huh.
took care of the sparrow.
Yeah, you told
You
me
know
you were
what I
going
mean.
to go on some little short adventure. I didn't realize it would go into another dimension. That's. Wow, you've grown up. And my training has done well for you, it seems.
It surely has. My swinging the sword around gets easier every time, like you said it would.
Yes. Yes, it does. And you, dear, I don't believe we've met. Oh God, their voices are very similar. I'm Ali Mora Kinitara. Adventuring partner to Beauty. Your name is very familiar, Karak. I don't know why. Oh, is that so? I don't know. I know many people. Let me know if you think of it. Oh, okay. Any other stories? Anything else you need to talk about? You mentioned it. You've been gone for a couple months. What else has been going on?
Something that just happened last night. So a giant fragment of something that I'm suspecting to be the now shattered moon touched down right outside the Woodfont plantation.
Oh, don't tell me it destroyed any of the buildings.
No more. Nothing else broke. Don't worry.
Oh, thank.
No, unfortunately, Vaughn is still alive.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Good.
Anyway.
Thanks, we don't get along.
Yeah.
Great.
The giant fragment of it has some very interesting magical properties, and he'll actually pull out the vial. We managed to get a little sample of him, but
Hold on a second. Let me get the wizard. She's gonna
The
hop
wizard?
up, get IMR Kiwick, and bring the deaf human man back into the room.
Is he just standing in the hallway?
What? Oh no! Oh no!
Is
He
just
was
standing in the hallway.
He was doing a little bit of cooking for the festival.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe we just kept him in like the wings in case we needed him for stuff. I
see what you did there. The wings. Haha. No, he does. He
That was
helps out.
accidental, but I think it just speaks to what a genius I am.
You are certainly such a genius in oration and wordplay, but this thing. Tell us about it.
all right. So, from the looks of it, it's a giant fragment of, like I said, it might be a fragment of the broken moon. Whatever it was, it's from something massive, glowing, and it's humming, clearly magical, and if anything magical touches it, it will completely just destroy it. I mean, if you throw a spell at it or a mage hand, just poofs.
Huh.
We were able to break off a bit of it. It's quite tough, and any fragments or specks of it float right upward instead of downward.
They float upward. Interesting.
Don't bite my fucking headphone cord.
I will do no such thing.
It's IMR's cat, isn't it?
It is. Oh my god. Yeah. What was their name?
I barely remember the cat's name.
Oh, I have it in my notes somewhere. I don't know where the name is. Oh, the cat is not around right now.
Never mind. And it's just has lots of strange, perhaps, I don't know, abjuration magic, perhaps. I didn't do any detection of magic, but I don't know, the elimination of any magic it touches is a bit strange. And then Amris managed to touch it. How'd that go, Amris?
That I did. I'm gonna ignore the tone.
No, curiosity, not accusation.
Oh,
I am accusing. I've been giving tone all day.
And
sorry.
worry.
We've all
about-
been in a mood. Clearly.
And also worry. Is your hand still
I
okay?
am doing well. My hand is better than before, and he's gonna hold it up because now it glows. And you know what? It's more than what you can say, Amber.
It does glow indeed. That is beautiful. Does it hurt?
Isn't it? No.
Insight check.
Not at
Deception.
all. Oh,
Dirty 20.
that's a 12.
23.
Ember, you already know it hurts.
You lying bitch.
I have nothing to say to you.
I'm
Tim.
trying to
Oh, I
get one
see.
of me.
I'm
on me
still
by-
I'm still stuck on last night. I have nothing to say to you.
What do you mean still stuck on last night?
The comment about how your standards are too high for all of us?
And you insulted me right back by calling me the worst kind of gay that is. Don't you think
Because
we're
it's
even?
the truth.
Oh.
It's
You
the
guys
truth.
exclusively argue in front of other people's company?
No,
this
we
is
argue on our
insulting.
Yeah.
own.
Hey,
We argue
they-
on our own.
You were
Where's
both
the fun in?
so got along when you first met. What?
I
What
mean,
happened?
If anything, they get along better now, but they're still.
Oh, do they now?
they bump heads
Oh, okay, that's
occasionally.
good to
The
know.
arguing is part of their relationship.
Mhm.
Oh, they're in a relationship.
no.
I resent you guys talking
Nuh-uh.
about us like we're not here.
You are deciding to have an argument in front of everybody. We're going to comment on it. I apologize.
Okay.
I would.
Anyway,
Anyway,
is- fine.
you're fine.
Thank you for asking.
All right. IMR can take a look at both of these things. Maybe get some
Sure.
insight.
Hey, and perhaps, well, wouldn't want that giant fragment of whatever just sitting around with everyone. Perhaps you can use your resources to gather it, perhaps research it.
Of course. Don't know what we can do. We can figure it out. Thank you for the warning, though. She's gonna
Aye, of course.
gesture over to IMR and in sign language ask him to examine both your arm and the sample that Dork has.
I will hand it over.
He's gonna sign back, and Carrick is going to say, he says he can get results by the end of tomorrow. Does that sound reasonable?
Very well. Just,
All right.
of course, try not to touch it with your hands or magic.
He nods in, succinct understanding. And makes another sign gesture to Carrick and says, and he would like Emrys to come by, you to come by tomorrow as well, so he can examine your arm. If it's not better, we can take a look.
All right. I will keep that in the back of my mind.
Ooh, okay. Many, many things going on in your life. Wow.
There's
Yeah.
also one more thing we haven't told you.
And Lawrence, yes,
Hi.
of course, my strong
Haven't
boy.
we?
What is going on in
Oh.
your life? Haven't heard much from you.
I'm a were-hyena now.
You're a what? You're a were-hyena now. Is
You
that
could
what
have
you
done
said?
that better.
I pat his shoulder.
He's very nervous.
And tonight's the full moon. And
It
it's
is
the first full moon.
indeed.
Do you have a barn we could borrow?
I...
Oh, how scenic.
Yes, I do.
Like a dungeon.
As a matter of fact, I do have a
No.
barn you can borrow.
I prefer the barn.
It is about 6 hours away, across the swamp. It's called the
Okay.
Woodfont Plantation.
That's
I suppose
Well-
I could also have you in the cellar here. Hold on a second. Is this your first full moon?
mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
I
But is the first one especially bad?
So I've
How are we
heard.
supposed to know what to do? You know, like that's why it's bad. It's because we don't know what to. There's no routine to follow. You know, if someone was going to have a panic attack, it's better to have their third panic attack than their first panic attack.
Well,
No,
I
they
have
all
ha-
kind of suck. Always, usually.
I have
Yeah.
experience with dealing with people changing from lycanthropy.
Oh, well,
I've
that's
been
right.
making plans on the way here. Got some poison to put him to sleep if things happen, and I was planning on stopping by the blacksmith to perhaps get some chains, a nice lock, even some magical components to make things even more tougher.
That sounds like a good plan. Let me know what you need of me. I will help as much as I can.
If I would rather not have him in our carriage. Delicate
No.
magic's going on in there. I'd rather not have a scared and raging were-hyena going around in there. So perhaps, if you'd be so kind to offer a sailor.
Hey, I have a couple cellars. One of them is being emptied of the latest batch of brew, so I suppose we could use that one. That would be well and good, I think.
Be mighty helpful.
Lawrence,
Yes.
it will be okay.
Oh. That helps a little bit. Thank you.
Of course. Any other bombshells you wish to drop?
Was there
I
anything
think we're
else?
fresh out.
I don't know. Until
Then-
the next one.
Till the next one.
And Doric looks at the fourth wall.
I had a question, Carrick, since you seem to have a lot of connections.
I may have an answer for you, my dear miss.
This is going to be frustratingly vague, so I apologize. But do you know anyone who's...
Hold on a second. You don't need to keep secrets.
Oh, I don't even know it either.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yes. Do you know of anyone who's particularly good at finding family members?
Oh,
I'm talking more on the psychic side, less on the tracking side.
I did. Unfortunately, he passed away recently. I think actually you lot ran into him. His name was Elark Zarberos. He was typically good at
Oh.
doing that kind of, mind-finding psychic stuff.
Who was this guy again?
He was the potentate.
Shit. Okay, that's what I was worried about. Do you know anybody else? Does scrying work on... Well, no, I suppose it wouldn't.
Need to know... From my
You'd
experience
have
with
to know
magic,
the
you need
person.
to know the person. Is it specifically who you want to find? Who do you want to find?
This is not enormously high on my list. Most of it is curiosity, but anyone from my family, really.
Isn't your family in Tano?
My biological family.
I see. Adopted, aren't you?
Yes, have you heard of the McKinnons?
I have. Yes, they have their hands in much of the mercantile business of Tano. I believe they're on the council.
Yeah, I'm their eldest.
Oh, so you're royalty, nobility. How good for you.
Yeah.
You don't sound so sure.
It's truly nothing to worry about. Just
That-
crossed my mind about, the rest of my family, because, I never really thought about it until recently. And I was like, maybe this is something I should care about.
Well, oftentimes when people say there's nothing to worry about, there is something to worry about. But I have enough self-respect not to press, so I would not worry about it. I have enough things on my plate.
We're just not on speaking terms.
Ah. Well, I'm not on speaking terms of most of the government of Tano anyway, so we have that in common.
Yeah. Anyway, so do you know of any psychics at all? It's okay if not, I'm just putting it on my radar.
Can go through my contact book and let you know in a bit. I'd have to think about that. Not off the top of my head, no. Sorry.
It was on a whim. You're alright.
Right. Hope the tea was good.
It was very good.
Well, I don't want to keep you guys cooped up in here much longer if you don't want to be. There's the festival going on. So many shops to attend.
Will we see you at the festival?
Oh, of course. I'll be in the tavern. A few rare occurrences. I'm actually attending my own tavern.
We'll see you there then.
Sounds good. Oh, and I believe I have something for you. I have one Donkey Delight and one Clementine.
Oh, Edie, finally.
Should you wish to reclaim both of them?
Also, I have questions for Carrick when she is free.
Okay. Do you wish to take them back?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, very well. Very well.
Hey, we can probably hook them up to our carriage.
I believe Beauty can go get them when you're ready to leave.
Yes, I sure can.
By the way, might be a long shot, but you're a person who has connections. I want to ask you two questions. Actually, one of them might be you might have knowledge of. Would you happen to have any knowledge of anyone good in putting in magical prosthetics?
Ooh. As a matter of fact, I do. In Krobin, actually.
Well, isn't that fitting?
There is a clinic there that sort of specializes in that kind of thing. Unfortunately, I don't know any specific people there, but I believe, if I remember correctly, it was right next to the Necrodome.
The Necrodome?
The Necrodome, yes.
Sounds like a lovely place.
What in the world is that?
Oh, you must visit there if you go. Oh, what's the word for it? A coliseum of sorts. An arena. For fighting.
I see.
A fighting arena.
Yes. It's for the toughest adventurers, which you lot are, I believe. Run by the Imperator of Kroben. I believe... What was his name? I believe his name was Theriak Daslead. At some... though it might have changed since then. Anyway...
You get married or something.
Well,
I
no,
know that
he
name.
might have died or been killed. You see, if you lose in the Necrodome, I think you become... Whoever wins becomes the ruler of Kroben. So...
Oh.
What? What?
Oh,
Wait. So
That's-
you're suggesting that we fight the fight to become the rulers of Groban?
Oh, there's no way you'd finish. There's no way you'd beat everyone. It's more of like a... I think you go as far as you can. You'd have to ask. I haven't been there in 7, 8 years. You'd have to check. They might have updated the rules. Seems like a bit of flimsy governance to me.
Mm.
This is the place with the biggest library in the world, right?
Oh yes, that too. Yes, it's the adventuring capital of the world. All the adventurers
I
bring
really
the
wish I
stories.
paid more attention to this history when I lived there.
You lived there, and you don't even know
I
about
did
this.
live there. I was just very uninvolved in politics.
Wow. Yeah, the Grand Athenaeum. The adventurers bring their stories and learnings to there, and well, it gets chalked away in the books. But the clinic,
Well,
yes,
I
the
feel-
clinic. They operate mainly on the people who make it out of the Necrodome, and adventurers who want to add a bit of flair to the body.
I see. They offer a discount if you bring your own.
Probably not. I don't know.
Yeah. That is a strange question. Never mind.
Bring your own prosthetic?
I just,
Well, you wouldn't have to buy the prosthetic, I suppose.
I'd imagine they'd probably give you a discount, since they would be selling prosthetics at a markup, right?
They sell the prosthetics and the surgery.
I'm sure you would just pay the service fee to attach it.
I would think that's how I would run it.
Unless they charge you extra for not needing it.
Guess it also depends on how
that's
complicated.
a bad business.
Complicated.
No,
the
I mean,
surgeries-
We are talking about the eye prosthetic, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
You
think so.
you
would-
have the prosthetic.
It would
I'll-
make sense for them to charge to, I don't know, remove your eye.
I keep saying, just let me have a spoon. I'll do it.
No.
Or, no.
That's a little too close to the brain. Have you considered, replacing your messed up eye with this?
You know how many veins are near your face? So
I
many.
assume a
I,
lot.
mean,
A
I
lot.
would love a new eye. I think this one's kind of running out of steam.
Aye.
Aye.
So let's get a spoon. Let's do this.
No.
And that is why I hold on to the eye and you are not.
You should have just had Sunny do it while we were still in Tano.
Is Sunny capable of doing that?
He knows medicine's things.
Enough to remove an eye?
Better than a spoon.
Well, also know, you got the eye after you left Tano.
Whoops.
Well,
Also,
We were having a stressful time in Tano, so.
my medicine isn't terrible. Can I try rolling it and see if I would think about how best to do that operation?
Go for it, buddy.
Oh my god.
Okay. Not great. That's
yeah, I can
a...
definitely
Oh,
do
okay.
that.
That's an 18.
You feel confident in your ability to remove the eye.
I feel like that's...
You're
It's like that
That's
thing
not
where you're
enough.
like on the scale of like competence versus confidence.
yeah.
And then like you're like at that stage where like way less than you think you do.
Yep.
Well, I think you could get it out. That doesn't have anything to say about how clean
Yeah.
or like safe.
You
know what I mean?
You know the praxis. You don't know. You're confident, and you know the like the material. You know the procedure. You know everything that needs to be done. Sanitization, sterilization, all that kind of thing. The optic nerve and whatnot. But like, you're not confident that you could pull it off yourself yet.
I'm just saying I didn't pay an overwhelming attention in my anatomy studies, but I do know there are nerves all up in there that would make it to where you can't even smell anymore.
Ooh.
Well, I didn't have any education. I just have a can-do attitude and a spoon.
And the non-functional nose, if we go on with this.
Wait, how? How is the eye and the nose connected? That
The
doesn't make any
nerve that
sense.
connects to your nose is right near the crease of your socket.
Why?
And you've got a whole vein that goes all squiggly right there under your cheekbone.
You don't know
Lawrence is gonna
Ganassi.
insight check this.
You don't know
Like, I
Ganassi
personally
anatomy.
believe Moss, but Lawrence is a little questionable.
You roll insight. We could do this like the stupid Malafor thing 2 years ago. I am not lying to you.
I'm absolutely rolling insight right now. That's gonna be 13.
Well, I'm not lying.
Yeah, you feel you're suddenly thrust into the realization that you might not know as much about medicine as you know about, but Emrys seems to quite understand at least what he's
and like to
saying.
read. The trochlear nerve is right there.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, you know where you cry? It's like near it.
Okay.
You've got
I'm just saying,
nerves right there, right. My finger's like right by your face. Right there, right there, right
Touch me
there.
and I will bite it off.
I'm not touching you. And you
Beauty's
gotta,
just gonna
you gotta,
grimace. She's gonna grimace and be like, "Is this what adults talk about in their free time?"
all I'm saying is there are a lot of things that could go wrong. Yeah, that's actually all I'm saying. I was gonna add a button
I'm
there, but I
sorry
think
that
this
the
is a terrible
nobility in
idea.
Tano didn't allow the poor people to get educated.
Why
I'm
do you
just very
always
judging
make
you,
it a classism thing?
Well, to be fair, there is a lot of classism in Tano.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist.
How is
but
it
I'm
not
saying we're
a
on the same
classism thing?
team. I'm not saying you're stupid for not knowing. I'm saying that this is a possibility we should think about.
Anyway,
Thanks
Doric,
for the way.
Doric, you had another question.
Hi, I guess this could also be a question for Ayamar. So, would any of you have any knowledge on how to get to the astral plane?
No.
Quite a big order, I know.
I don't even think I've considered attempting that. Aya has
Or
thought. Ayamar has thought about it, but it's all just like a pipe dream, I think.
would this scroll perhaps make any of that dream come true? And I will pull out the scroll of astral projection.
See, Ayamar kind of like wide-eyed, immediately frantically signs something. He's asking to look at it. Begging. Almost.
I guess there is another strange thing that we neglected to tell you. So, does the name Cork Amano mean anything to you? Or Papa Amano?
No? Should it?
Don't know. It's quite strange. So, there's a possibility that there is an otter folk.
I need
by the
to
name of-
interrupt you. Ayamar is desperately wanting to look at that.
Very well. Here's the scroll, and perhaps
He's gonna rush
take
off.
a look at this.
He's just going to take it
Oh.
and rush off.
Perhaps he can take a look at this strange magical prayer mat as well. I think it might be...
I think you're putting a lot on his plate, but I think he can look at it and get back to you when he can. What was that that you gave him?
It might be a scroll that allows you to enter the astral plane.
Ah.
Aye.
Well, if that is indeed what it is, and he can confirm that, there's a small chance he could cast it. I don't know. It depends on his magical adeptness.
I am not sure. That
Do
scroll
you,
looks
Do you need
incredibly...
to go to the astral plane
Sorry.
for some reason?
You could say that someone's might be waiting there for us. And with how strange things have been lately, he might have some answers for us.
Right. Well, if that's the path you want to go, the astral plane can be dangerous from what I know about it. But don't get your hopes up. That is a very intense spell that I don't know of any wizard who's been able to cast it in my lifetime, at least.
That scroll's insanely complicated, and I'm not sure if I am capable of casting anything like that. So our only hope would really be to find someone else who could cast it for us, send us in.
Well, if I am Arcanaut, I know for certain that one of the heads of the Grand Athenaeum would most likely be able to do it.
All right. Well, that's good to know. And well, of course, he's already looking at that sample of the fragment that we gave you.
Yes.
But if he wants, the same place we found that scroll, found some sort of enchanted prayer mat that might make casting that spell a little bit more easy.
I'm sure he will take a look at it. I'll hold on to it. Yeah, I think he's been a little,
Is he?
what's the word? Hyperfixated. But yes, he'll get it. Don't worry. All right, I don't normally talk this much. I'm getting a little tired, to be honest. So, any last questions? No?
I'm all good.
All right,
Would
then
you be
must...
against me going with them to, fuck, where did my note go? To Krobin. I mean, do you need me here for anything, time-sensitive wise?
Not at all. Go ahead, you're your own person. If you feel like you've trained enough with me, I would love to see you flourish.
I'd like to challenge the Necrodome.
I will wish you luck.
Thank you.
And, one last thing. A letter arrived for one of you, I believe. Emrys, for you.
Oh.
And she's going to kind of pull out a envelope that was sealed and hand it to you with your name on it.
Do I recognize the penmanship?
Make a investigation check.
It's a 20.
20. Indeed you do. I am sending you what it says right now.
Thank God I needed this. I'm tucking it in my satchel.
All right. So, I will see you tomorrow, it seems then. Or tonight at the tavern. That's right, I forget.
Yeah, for the cellar.
Oh, yes, the cellar, that too. Okay, we will prepare the cellar. Get some good anchor points established. And, Lawrence, it will be okay. Don't worry. You'll be okay. You have lots of good friends, it seems, so.
I do.
Great. Well then. We must get back to things then. Have a good
Well,
festival.
and we need... Hey, we can get some food and some chains.
Ta-ta!
Great seeing ya.
Get up and you can leave her estate. In
All right.
What? Oh. Empress is sketching. Okay, I see. Gotcha. As soon as the door is closed, Allie is gonna wheel around and say, I know where she's from.
What is it?
She's the fucking Tempest.
Who's that?
What are you talking about?
A sort of, how to put it? A deserter of the Tanoan military. She was rumored to be, well, everyone just called her the Tempest because she was so swift with the blade, and then, well, she deserted her post and disappeared. So she's here. Fascinating.
Good for her.
Huh. Hey.
I
knew I
literally
liked her.
don't care. Anyway.
I was gonna say, as you guys are having a conversation, Emrys is just reading his letter, not paying attention to anyone.
So, who's the letter from?
My boyfriend.
Hey.
Sunny doing all right?
Yeah.
I roll inside check again.
I would also like to roll insight.
Sure, why the
too.
fuck not?
Oh,
I roll
I'm-
persuasion.
Beauty is fully
It's a
convinced that it's from your
nat one!
boyfriend. She's
Oh.
excited.
14. Oh, wow.
That's
18.
a 31.
No.
Oh my god.
Alright, Emrys, what do they learn about how you're feeling?
He's not looked up from the note. He's only half listening to you guys. Like, he's not lying, but he's like, yeah, sure.
He's not paying attention
His ass is
whatsoever.
not listening to you.
Yeah, his ass is not listening.
Actually, Lawrence, because you rolled so high, you could probably tell that he's a little, like, embarrassed. Like, not in a bad
Aw.
way.
He's shy.
He's a little flustered.
Oh god, it's a sex. It's a sex letter.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
My dearest Emrys,
It's a medieval
attached,
they're
sex.
scattering.
attached is a painting of my ankle.
The entire
Look at me
parchment is just the
fondly.
words, you up?
Yeah.
I miss your warmth like the finest heat lamp.
Hey.
WID. Yeah, he's doing good.
Fitting in as the you know what after the whole business with the dragon.
He didn't mention it. I have a feeling he will not be very directly assertive about it.
See.
If anything, he
well.
will do his thing from the sidelines. Or at least quietly.
It's not great as a gang leader, but sure.
Well, Sunny's not ruthless.
Not great for gang leader, but okay.
Okay, well, he didn't exactly sign up to be gang leader, bro.
No, but still, you know, you get the opportunity, you might as well, you know, take responsibility, stab a person, you know.
I think that's just you. Anyway, I'm not letting you
Well,
ruin this
I
for
don't
me.
need responsibility to stab a person.
May we continue this conversation on our way to town?
Yes, I'm not letting this mood get ruined. Let's go. Let's move on.
Emerus, as you fully open the letter and read it fully, on the back of the letter, stuck to the paper, the parchment, is a pressed snowdrop.
Oh.
You guys make your way into town, where the liveliness of the festival is fully thrust upon you. It's similar vibe, but there is a different air to it than the first festival that you all attended. Why did the music bot drop? It's a similar vibe to the Reaping Festival. Less focus on food, more focus on like love, family, and there's a lot of
Oh boy.
symbolism to what's the word? Like the passage of time. Like there are sundials and clocks kind of put around occasionally in just art pieces that are hung up and things. And the lights are flitting about and it's all very, very beautiful. Where would you like to go first?
I want to get street food.
I'm gonna park the carriage at the Golden Wing Tavern,
Right.
and then
With
I'll
Emil,
probably
we'll also say
join
Beauty
Lawrence.
grabbed the Donkey Delight and
Yes.
Clementine. So you now have
Yeah, just about to ask.
You now have 3 horses. Enough to pull the carriage at a good clip. And both of them are doing very fine.
I would say when Ember sees Donkey Delight, he just straight up hugs him. Oh, I missed you.
Oh, does he do like the real loud like donkey squeal of excitement?
Oh, of course.
Ear piercing.
A little bit.
Good boy. He has a beautiful singing voice. Now you hurts. It's okay.
Beauty's
It was in
gonna-
the ear where the acid went through. I can't hear that well. It's fine.
When Beauty like hands over the reins all the way, she just goes, "You do know he's a mule, right?"
His name is Donkey Delight, and I think you should respect that.
Yes. Who's in charge of naming in your group?
That was all him.
Me.
I see you are probably in charge of Humble Heroes. Is that still being used?
Oh, yes.
Hey, Humble Heroes is
It
a
is trending.
fantastic group name.
Oh, I see you've convinced the others.
It's a bit much, but it's not terrible.
My, someone's feeling a
I didn't
little
see any of you
spicy.
guys do it.
Just, with a great... not that Humble Hero... Not that I could do better, but with the orator that, Ember Delight is, I expected something more bombastic, more... we stopped the moon from blowing up as much.
But we didn't stop the moon from blowing up.
I mean,
Oh.
have I told you what I named my horse?
No.
I'm the only normal one here, I feel.
I named him Shrimp Po' Boy. I really like the food in Tano.
So, as you can see, I'm definitely the optimal name in the group.
No, you're not. Clementine
What,
fits
you-
her perfectly.
Clementine?
We
That is
also
so
have a
boring.
dragon named No Name, guys.
Literally,
That's because you
I
didn't bother to
want to hear
name it.
nothing from you.
Hey, they're literally have no name, and they're fine with it.
Clementine is an old lady name.
No,
That's
it's
just a person.
not.
Yes, it is.
A clementine is a delicious and refreshing fruit.
It's also,
do you
wait,
want to
aren't
eat
all fruit
Donkey.
males in the plant
What?
kingdom? They have
That
seeds.
is opposite.
Not in this universe.
I'm gonna,
This
I'm gonna,
universe.
Lawrence, I love you so much. I'm gonna just not answer that question because
Alright.
I don't have the kindness in me today to answer that politely.
Alright.
But I love you and I respect you. And
Rip, I got you, buddy.
okay,
How come you never used that tone with me? I feel like that was a very nice way you argued with Lawrence. I don't feel that's directed when we do it.
because
It seems-
I am willing to acknowledge when I am on the path of being a menace.
I just heard
Somebody
Donkey the line
stop
goes,
me.
"You see what I have to deal with?"
Oh, he's talking to the mule. Okay.
Talk to the donkey. Talk to the
Summertime is a
mule.
beautiful name. And if you don't have anything to say, I'd like you to keep it out of your mouth.
Damn. All right.
She does not
Keep
deserve
my-
to be disrespected.
Keep
They-
My
donkey's
right
name
name
out of
out
your
your
fucking mouth.
There
Listen,
is
Ember,
good
this
vibes.
entire trip,
Good vibes only.
this entire trip, listen, I may not be the strongest person, but through this trip, I have gotten muscled and I do so much damage when we are in combat. So I think you could be a little nicer to me sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
Who killed the majority of the people last time we had a combat?
You
it was you.
landing the final blow does not account for all the damage I pumped them full of, okay?
Well, it sure looks like it. So
No, it doesn't.
I think it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. Pretty sure.
That's it. I'm going to get seafood. I'll see y'all later.
They're bestie. Good
let
luck.
Him, let him be. Let him go. Let him be delusional.
Oh,
All right. Who's
Oh,
going
shit.
where?
what food is there?
There is so the majority of food is kind of going to be vaguely based off of like Christmas markets. So a lot of kind of carbs, German style ish. There's pretzels. There's cheesy potatoes. There is
Ooh.
fried bread, dumplings, regional sausages.
Hell
That's
yeah.
what they called me in church camp. That kind of just like shot. I'm sorry. That did not. I thought I was muted. I thought I
Damn.
Something in the
was way more muted than I actually am. Oops.
Well, that's eternally recorded now. Is that a play on
Oh,
Region Rat?
boy.
Ooh,
Oh god.
Anyways,
I hope you
what
know
were we
that's a
gonna
quote
do?
I'm forever gonna associate you with.
Lawrence will be trying to eat one of each sausage.
Okay.
Dork
You know
will
what?
also
I'll
be
go with
joining
you.
in.
Yeah, I'll go with you. Unless Ember tags along and then I'm sneaking away.
I'm gonna join in for eating for a bit, and then when I'm starting to feel a bit full, I'm gonna go wander off to the blacksmith to with letting the others know where I'm going and for what.
Prices are a little bit inflated, just a teeny bit. So you guys spend a combination of, we'll say 5 gold each on various foods supporting local bakers and chefs. And then
Not bad.
You said
Anubis.
5 gold?
Yeah. Why did I say Anubis? Not Anubis. I'm looking for that picture too of him being like donkey. But I can't find it. I thought I had it saved in my art folder, but I don't. I will get it later. Dork, you go into the blacksmith, right? Dwarf and dragon smithing.
Yeah.
All right.
Beauty will follow him. She just wants to see if they have big swords that she can look at.
Oh, yes, they do. They have all sorts of
she'll follow.
non-magical. Pretty much, they have available to buy any sort of non-magical weapon you would want, in addition to a few select magical offerings.
God damn it, Yonka. Is Yonka okay?
I think Yonka's a little tipsy.
Oh, that's right. She's drinking,
Is she?
Ooh.
isn't she?
Is she? Isn't
We-
she?
2 cans of Smirnoff. Oh, like Smirnoff brew, like beer, not vodka.
When will I be allowed to get tipsy?
God, I wanna.
We should
Malt,
definitely
yeah.
have an inebriated session.
Yes.
I was just
On
thinking,
D&D.
yeah, non-canon
I
Espa or any sort of
Probably will
one
not
shot.
be drinking, but I will gladly.
Well, we'll just do a party night. Like in the middle of a party, something happens and we all have to deal with it being drunk as fuck.
Yes,
Mhm.
actually, that could be kind of fun. Where all
Absolutely.
all of your characters are like inebriated in some way. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah,
Oh man,
that would be so. That would be fun. Yeah,
That would be very fun.
I'll tuck
we'll
that
jot
in.
that down.
I'll tuck that in the back of my head. But
Yeah.
Dork, you go up to the dwarf and dragonsmithing. The giant brass dragonborn Narleen kind of has been working up a sweat, kind of putting in all these orders for all the festival goers. That's appealing to Doric.
Oh, does it look like this Dragonborn is working on anything specific?
Looks like he has just finished up creating a dart of some kind. A very long, slender dart with glowing engravings in the middle.
Oh, now that's a beauty.
Oh, you like it?
No way, I'm a connoisseur of enchanted items. Maker of them myself.
These here are seeker darts. 50 gold piece a pop.
Ooh, and I'm guessing they'll seek out their target.
That's right.
Very interested. Not really my choice of weapon. Although, speaking of enchanted items, I actually got a sword here.
Is that so?
Hey, a sword of Spellrenden that I got here about a month ago. Very
And?
fine sword.
Oh, thank you. I probably made that myself.
Hey, served me well. Although I will admit, I made a bit of modifications myself. I will actually pull out the sword. No disrespect to you at all, but if you like to take a gander at all this, if you have the time.
I, tell you what. You buy something, I'll take a look at your work.
Very well. I was looking for let's see. Gonna need a bundle of chains,
Done.
a good amount, a lock,
Done.
and as much gold dust, if you have any, as much that I can buy is for about 25 gold pieces.
Done. You're looking at a tab of
Alright.
about 35 gold pieces.
I'll look at my bag. Alright. I'm good with that.
Let's see what
I
you
will hand
did
over
here.
35 gold pieces, and I will add those to my inventory.
Wow. This is pretty good work.
Well, thank you.
Improved the matrix of the existing spell. Good
I
job. Has it served you well?
haven't actually used it. It's quite a recent change, but for my testing, it should be quite useful in our adventures.
Well,
I've taken the chance to name it Spell Eater.
a fitting name. Why don't you take a look at some of our other wares? We have some magical items you may be interested in.
Absolutely.
We have these seeker darts I have just finished hand making. We have this beauty. He pulls around a metal cyan-colored trident. This is a trident of fish command.
Oh,
I think it's self-explanatory that it lets you command fish. That's going to be about 175 gold pieces. And then, of course, other rarities we only occasionally have. We have a whole set of plate mail, 1,500 gold pieces. We have these magical sai that, now that I think about it, I believe you sold to us.
oh, yeah, that was me.
And then, of course, our normal selection of weaponry. Should anything tickle your fancy.
Well, actually, sorry. Let me check.
And, of course, our specialty shattertip bolts and arrows.
Interesting. You wouldn't happen to have, let's see. Perhaps any scale mail or half plate that's less noisy than usual?
Sorry, just sold that.
No worries.
No, I suppose you find the person who bought it, you can maybe buy it off of them.
And not my biggest concern. It's alright. I have been meaning to upgrade my armor a bit. Wouldn't happen to have a... How much would a breastplate go for?
Let me check our catalog. Yeah, breastplate, that would go about 400 gold pieces. Well worth it, I do tell you.
I have been getting stabbed a bit. Beauty, is there anything here that interests you?
No, I've gotten quite comfortable with my great sword that I have. I just like the
Alright.
window shop.
No problem. I think upgrading to plate mail will be quite a wise purchase. You said 400 gold?
No, the plate mail would be 1,500 gold pieces. The breastplate is 400 gold pieces.
Did I say plate mail?
Yes.
Indeed you did.
Oh, I said breastplate. I meant breastplate.
Very well. We can get you a breastplate.
Alright.
For 400 gold pieces, please.
I will... Is platinum okay?
Yeah.
Alright. I'll hand over 40 platinum.
And you now have one breastplate.
Yay!
Check. Do check that it actually increases your AC.
Yeah, I check.
Okay. Yep.
It'll give me +1.
Now we can take that old studded leather off your hands if you want. We'll give you 20 gold pieces for it.
Oh, how lovely.
Deal?
Served me well. Deal. That was 20 gold?
20 gold.
Awesome.
Alright.
Alright.
So,
my AC is 16 now. Yay!
just for brevity's sake, since you've now interacted with the blacksmith, anyone else want... We don't have to roleplay it. Anyone else want to buy anything from the blacksmith? That has been mentioned.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Very quickly, anywhere in this place that I would be able to purchase a regular bag of holding?
Are you asking me as the DM?
Yeah.
There's not a magic shop. Those are typically reserved for cities.
Okay, maybe if we go to Snowtooth, I think there's a magical shop there.
Yeah, there is one in Snowtooth that might have one.
Okay,
Also,
never mind.
Krobin would almost certainly have one.
Yeah.
All right. No one wants the Trident of Fish command.
No,
thought about it.
I'd find it very useful.
Really,
How
any of
much
us
was
really
it?
have.
Do we
100
want to become Aquaman is the question.
175 gold pieces, and mechanically, I'll let you know what it does. It lets you cast at will, dominate beast on anything that has a swimming speed.
You know what? I'll take
Nice.
it. If it's
I
only
was
that
about
much
to
gold,
say.
I'll buy
I was
it.
about to say, if
Fine.
you don't get it, I'll get it.
How much gold was it?
175 gold pieces. You have to attune to it.
I'll
Ember.
pay for it.
That's so worth it.
All right, it is an official D&D item. You have to attune to it, so you might be out of attunement slots. One of you, I think, is already full up.
Give me a second. Let me check.
And so what is
no,
this
I still
called?
have 2 free. I only
Alright.
have the peacock cloak, so I have space.
I think I'm full, but I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm attuned to some of these on accident, maybe. Actually, wait. No, I'm only attuned to one thing.
I'm not sharing my fish fork. It's mine. It's command fish.
Hey,
You should be able to
you
just
can keep it.
add it to your inventory on D&D Beyond. It should already be an item.
What was it called? Trident of fish.
Yep,
Command?
Trident of Fish command. It's an uncommon magical item. Lets you cast... sorry, it has 3 charges. Basically, you can cast Dominate Beast 3 times per day with a DC of 15. On only beasts that have innate swimming speeds. So not all creatures, just beasts. Just so you're aware.
Oh, cool.
All right. Very well. So, and no one wants the Seeker Dart. I'm just marking stuff off. There we go. All right. Seeker Darts, Shattertit Bolts, Plate Mail, Patience and Reward, and any items you want. Okay, so where's everyone headed to next?
The tavern.
Oh,
Yeah, that's funny you say that. That was going to be my request.
Yes, tavern, and then when it starts getting darker, head back to Carax.
How far away was the mine shaft that we went, like the first ever adventure?
excellent question.
I knew it was a couple hours at least.
The mine shaft is on the map. So you basically head south out of Sheerock for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 hours walk.
Damn.
That would
Okay.
definitely be cut significantly on a carriage. So we're probably looking at 4 hours travel on carriage.
Okay, I'm just curious.
And just for ease of understanding stuff, you will be passing approximately by the mine as you head out of town to Krobin, unless you go to Snowtooth and then go down south into Sevia to go over to Krobin. So there are basically 2 ways to get to Krobin. It's all laid out on the map. You can examine it later. But you go to the Golden Wing Tavern. They have the same special drinks. I'll read off the names if you so choose one to order one of them special, but we don't have to do this because we already did this before. Rosebed, Liquid Courage, Rainbow Roots, Speakeasy, and Goblin Blood. You can order any one of those drinks if you want. Also, normal mead and ale is available. But,
Beauty is
getting
going
normal
to
drink,
pound back
huh?
the mead.
all right. Ember, what was that?
I was gonna get normal drinks this time around.
Normal drinks this time. Saves you a bit of money. We'll say you guys spend about 2 gold a piece in drinks if you're looking to get sloshed. And
I will get sloshed.
Moderately sloshed for me.
Beauty, give me a
I
performance.
will also get sloshed.
Give me a performance check as you perform with Morgane's mother. At disadvantage if you want to do so because of your alcohol.
Oh no, she'll she's a professional still. She'll
Oh,
wait
good,
until
good.
she's done performing to like get hammered. Because
Perfect.
yeah. And my roll is a 31.
Nah.
Oh my god.
You charm
yeah.
the hell out of the bar. They go silent during the climax
Okay.
of your song. And
Absolutely.
you gain a total of 17 gold pieces from your performance.
She will bow very, very. You said 17?
17 gold pieces in total,
I'll
scattered
also
amongst
roll
various,
gold
copper and silver coins. So,
Yeah. She will bow very, very deeply and go, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So
that was beautiful, dear. You really got them.
thank you. I strive to make the world more beautiful when I perform, and I think I do as such.
It's your name. You have to, don't you?
Hmm.
All right. You guys have a good drink. Lawrence, specifically, are you drinking?
No.
No. All
No.
right.
Oh wait,
Nervous.
I probably shouldn't have gotten sloshed, but it's okay.
You
I'm not
guys,
getting sloshed enough to where I'm getting drunk.
you guys
Just
have
to make this a little easier.
Yeah, don't worry, drinking for Lawrence. Yeah, thank you. Salute to Yonka. All right. Anything else you want to do while you're in the tavern before night falls, the moon rises, and the beast arrives?
No, I
ask,
feel like we should get up on that.
Oh, I was just gonna ask, like, what specifically is the festival about? If there's like a bartender.
Yeah. You basically ask around. You learn that this is the festival of renewal, and it is specifically. Oh, excuse me. It is specifically about the eternal march of time, progression and development of the self, focusing on making the most of the present with loved ones, and for those so inclined, renewing faith in revered deities.
Oh, well, that's nice. Sad.
Yeah, I think the best festivals have a little bit of air of somberness to them. But
Yeah. Dork will
the
definitely give a loving look to the moon tonight.
speaking
Lawrence
of
will also look at the moon.
Lawrence,
Let's get him back to the cellar.
the growl that you have been able to so far pretty much control has been getting louder and louder in your ears. And the eternal forward march of time progresses. Night falls. And you guys start making your way back to the Golden Wing Estate, where Karak has already finished the preparations, quickly guides you into one of the cellars. What
Dork will
preparations are you taking against Where Hyena Lawrence?
Dork will like very like calmly like take Lawrence's arm, be like, "Gonna be okay. We'll take care of you. You might want to remove heavier bits of armor.
Ah, right.
Don't want to, and also any like clothing that you think will tear. Happens a
I'll
lot.
yeah. I'll see what I can find. And I go into my room and I search for clothes that would probably not tear.
Lawrence, as you're searching for clothes and thinking about this, you feel your mind begin to slowly get more hazy. And you feel this losing of your memories slowly, losing of your personality. And it's terrifying.
I pick up the pace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Dearest. I'm gonna grab the chains, the lock, and the gold dust. And I'm going to get them all together. Just before Lawrence comes in, I'm actually going to take the lock, and I'm going to take my hammer and the gold dust. The gold dust is going to get sucked into my hammer with a fiery glow, and with one single magical strike, I'm going to turn the lock into an arcane lock. So I cast that
Okay.
spell on, and whoops, that is the wrong spell. Where is it? All right, that will let's see. It'll make it much more difficult to break or force open.
Yep. You
And
watch as the same magic that secures the door to the carriage settles down and immerses itself into the locks and chains that bind you, Lawrence.
all right, I'd ask if this is comfy, but I'm assuming it's not the comfiest. But what matters if it's secure.
Aye, that's definitely what matters. I can deal with uncomfortableness for a night.
Right. Are the others here, by the way?
I would assume.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're all friends, but I'm gonna be quite honest. Being around when someone changes, it's quite brutal. You don't have to be here if you don't want to be. Your help
No
would be
offense.
appreciated, but it's not required.
No offense, but you don't have to tell me twice, and Beauty will get up to start excusing herself, and she goes, I wish you the best of luck, and I will see your handsome face in the morning.
Thank
I'm
you,
already
Beauty.
quite drunk, so I'm gonna join Beauty. I will not be any help.
Very well.
Don't die. Yeah,
I'll try not to. Good night, Ember.
it'll be really difficult to be mad at you if you die, so don't do that. Good luck. I leave.
I am tipsier than I wanted to be for this. But I already failed Anubis, and I will be damned if we fuck this up. So I'm staying.
Very well. Actually, let me check my inventory. Let's see. God, I have so many things in my
I've got
like
that rope, by the way.
that would be very useful if he does break out.
Yeah, so that'll be plan B. And then out of the 3 spells, sleep, charming, and hold person, which one do you think would be best for plan C? Sleep, right?
Sleep would be useful, but Lawrence is quite a beefy guy. Don't know how much power you can put behind that spell to knock him out.
I could cast it at 3rd level.
That might help. A hold person might also help. I also have the essence of ether at the ready. I'll have that in my pocket.
This
And
can you charm someone who's mid like shifting?
Certainly try.
That's so true, Bessie.
you can try. I'm sure it'd be difficult. And of course, dearest, keep an eye on Lawrence. If he breaks out, tackle him to the ground and try to restrain him. Full strength.
Dearest clunks in agreement.
Good clunk.
Good man.
Lawrence.
And Dork will just sit down on the ground.
Yeah, I'm
Good
sitting in the
distance.
corner.
Minutes pass. Lawrence, your brain gets foggier and foggier until at some point, who are these people that have chained you in this basement? You have no idea who their face is and who they are. And you know you have a decision to make right now. What will it be? Foolishly fight my power? or give in to the inevitable ferocity that has always been inside of you?
I will give in.
Good. And we'll end the session there.
No.
Ah.
No.
No.
That
I enjoyed the
was
session ended with like a voice base saying, "Hey, don't you want to go ape shit?"
Don't you want to go
Wait, that's
a
silly?
very
Don't you
good
want to
Are
go
you
ending.
tired of
crazy?
being nice?
Don't you just want to go feral?
It's a glimpse into Lawrence's dark and twisted reality.
Oh man, that was a lot of roleplay.
That
On
was
everyone's
that was
end.
very nice.
So much of it
Figuring
was
stuff
just me.
out.
Yeah, figuring a
It
little
was
bit
just
out.
me and Mars being. Oh, what?
Well,
I think
man,
almost accidentally we created a good dynamic for like this is a
I'm-
totally different kind of fighting than it did the first time they were here.
it really
Yeah.
is, yeah.
I'm just grumpy, man. I've got early
Yeah.
onset arthritis in my right hand. I've got nobody is coddling me when I whine about my family hating me.
And now you
I'm
have Lawrence to
grumpy.
deal with.
I'm grumpy.
Yeah.
Lawrence is
Alright.
fine. Lawrence doesn't bother me.
Oh, good. Good.
Hey, that's a win.
Yeah.
We'll
He's
see
And
if
just
I
it's
like
win.
that.
assume Ember and Beauty are just doing shots at the bar while this is happening.
Yep.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Damn. God, it's good to be back in Sheerock. This is not real. None of this is real, but it feels good to be back
Yes,
in
it
Sheerock.
is real. It is real to
Definitely
me.
What do you mean it isn't real?
Oh,
You mean
wow. Okay, so the world I've created is that immersive, huh? Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
So, I may or may not be open to run a session next week. I will see. Work is going to get really busy soon. I have a feeling, and Thanksgiving is coming up.
Wait, Yanka, will you actually run a session?
Yonka should run a session. Yonka should run the
Oh,
drunk
damn it.
session.
She
should.
should.
I still am looking for a time where we're
I
all free for
know.
another session 0.
I know. You have to
Yeah.
keep pressing on that. That's kind of the
I
thing of being
know.
a DM.
I just don't want to be annoying.
Well,
I know.
Be annoying. I want
It's
to do
easy
it.
to
I'm
forget.
getting impatient. I'm gonna
Guess-
start getting annoying about it.
Han, do you think I'm annoying every time I post a win to meet every Friday? No, I didn't think so.
There we
That was
go.
There
the
you go.
long silence.
He's actually sitting
That's
there
a really
thinking, like,
awkward
yeah.
silence.
I love you, honey.
If we don't have anything, if I'm not ready for Espa, feel free to get Lancer stuff ready. I basically am ready to do the Lancer thing whenever. So if you guys have
Okay.
any information on characters, names, whatever, send them my way and we can work something out. But until
I
then,
think-
I know.
For my Lancer character, the character is done, but the Lancer still needs making.
Yeah, same here.
That's totally fine. If you just want to send me your character's name and any important information you want me to put in their notes right now, that'd be great. Because I'm just organizing notes right now, getting ideas for stories and whatnot. But until then, thank you everyone for playing with me in this game and making this world fantastic. Thank you, Yanka, for spectating.
Heck yeah.
And I will wish everyone a good night.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Yonka, you